What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Patriots Pulse podcast. Of course, as you notice, it's just me today, no Andrew. Andrew should be or might be joining us later on, but for now, it's just going to be me. We have Patriots free agency coming up in just a couple minutes, 8 minutes to be exact. But with that being said, I don't know what's going on with Twitter today. Um, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a bit buggy to start. Hopefully it gets fixed, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But for now, um, I'll be honest right now. It's just gonna be a lot of me talking or you seeing me try to put out a post really quick. Um, but I'm ready to talk, anything Patriots. When news breaks, obviously we'll get, initial reactions. I'd love to talk to you all in the chat if you want to leave any comments and just, any thoughts about what's happening. But I'm excited. I think they're going to make a lot of moves today. Um, we'll see how big the moves are, whether they're going to be like smaller. Um, you know, we'll see. We'll see if they actually make some substantial moves or if it's just going to be a lot of, a depth piece here or there, like a $5 million contract for a year or two. We'll see just how big the moves are. But there's some big names still out there. There's Milton Williams, there's Chris Godwin. Those are the two that have been heavily linked to the Patriots. So we'll see what they do with them. Personally, I would love for them to get Charvarius Ward, Carlton Davis. Even though I'm not too big of a fan of him just because of his age and his injury history. We'll see what happens with that. But if they can get another corner in particular to pair up with Gonzo, I, I don't know what NFL defenses are going to do because that'd be a really fun duo. But besides that, like I said, it'll be a lot of, like I said, just me looking at my phone. We'll definitely talk about everything. I'd love to even maybe have some of you join. I could drop the link to the room, and you guys could join. We could do like audio only or something. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, feel free to drop any comments. It's just going to be me today for a little bit. Andrew might join, but bear with me. Bear with me if, there's not much to talk about at the moment. Michael, I see your comment. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with X. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It didn't let me go live on X for a while, but it seems like people are starting to file in from X. Yeah, hopefully they get it fixed because that's going to be, obviously that's everyone's main source of news when it comes to free agency. So I do have, where is it? I should have. Also, sorry if everything looks a little crazy for a little bit. One sec. Oh, whoa, that's not what I wanted to show. What's going on? Oh, sorry. There we go. All right. Now I got it fixed. What do you think is the most likely player we go after to address the offensive line? It's definitely going to be the left tackles, Dan Moore Jr., Cam Robinson, and Jalen Moore. We'll see which one it is. I personally, I would like Jalen Moore just because of he's young, and I guess you could call him like an unknown. Here, let me go to the tackles in particular. So as we know, also if you guys could let me know if my screen goes black. I don't think it will, but just let me know if it does. Obviously, they have Ronnie Stanley's off the board. Cam Robinson, not a big fan of his, but if he's just a stopgap, I don't mind. These guys have signed Dan Moore Jr., Morgan Moses in particular is pretty interesting. I'm interested to see if they can get something done with him, but he is a veteran. I don't know. Whenever it comes to veterans, I kind of doubt that they're going to want to join the Patriots just because they're not contenders. Or, I mean, people make it seem. I say this all the time. People make it seem like New England's Siberia or something. Like if they like they refuse to want to play there for some, I don't know why. So maybe that's a reason why he's not going to want to play with the Patriots. But yeah, Morgan Moses would be interesting. I'm also interested in what's his name? Where's the other one? Jedrick Wills. We'll see what happens with him. I mean, Michael, if you could do me a favor and let me know if my screen goes black every time I scroll, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. Um, but besides him, like I said, Jedrick Wills, he worked with Mike Vrabel, obviously, in Cleveland. Thank you, Michael. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, so he worked with Mike Vrabel in Cleveland. He's obviously going to know him very well, like vice versa. Um, so I'm wondering if he's going to be some sort of like prove it deal, especially he played right tackle at Alabama, and then he got drafted. I think it was top 15, somewhere in the first round, to the Browns, and he became a left tackle. So he's kind of struggled at left tackle. I'm interested to see if maybe they give him a shot at just coming in and playing either right or left, whichever one he's more comfortable at, and whichever one he plays better. That's a name to watch just because of that Vrabel connection. But like I said, like there's a good chance that Vrabel might have seen something he didn't like from him, and he just chooses not to sign him, or they don't even consider him. So that's another name to watch. Besides that, um, I do have this up. I know it might seem a little small on your guys' screen, but um, I'm just gonna be watching out for anything that happens. I mean, as of right now, like we talked about, um, Twitter. I don't know what's going on with it, so we'll see what happens with that. But let's see. I mean, like I said, let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. I really don't know what's going on with Twitter, but I appreciate you all tuning in. I know it's gonna be a fun day. I don't know how long I'll be on, but for now, it's just gonna be a lot of just sitting and waiting because we need to sit and wait to see what the Patriots are gonna do and if Twitter's gonna work and if we're gonna be able to find out the other two things, that is if Twitter's working and if the Patriots actually do something, because nothing's nothing's looking too good right now. But I do believe. Let me see. I do believe that I know a lot of people are going to Blue Sky right now. Um, I I have a Blue Sky, but not too big of a fan of the app's interface and stuff. I don't know. It's not the greatest in my opinion. Um, what defensive scheme do you see Vrabel and Williams bringing to New England? It's going to be the same one that they did um, with Tennessee. So a lot of four-man fronts. Um, all right, sorry, I just got distracted because it's officially yeah, it's officially noon. So here we go. I don't know what's gonna happen. I I've I'm wondering if anything's gonna come out immediately after 9. Let's see, guys. If you guys find out anything too, drop it in the comments. That'd be helpful. Just because it's gonna be a bit crazy right now because Twitter decided to screw everyone over today. Um, I'm not seeing any updates so far. Jordan Schultz has been getting a lot out recently. First, like he's been quick with everything as of late, but with free agency truly starting, I'm wondering if it's gonna just go right back to rap sheet, and Schefter just battling it out. Um, let's see. Who's your number one pick for New England to sign? For some reason, I would love Charvarius Ward. I don't know why I've got like an obsession with him after I heard his name mentioned, but he just seems like such a fun player to have alongside Gonzo, like as your cornerback too. You know what I mean? Like instead, rather than like signing him as your number one corner, having him alongside Gonzo would be ideal. Him or DJ Reed is a little bit older. I'm pretty sure he's smaller if I remember correctly. Um, but just having two bigger corners and Charvarius Ward having been Charvarius. Ooh, One sec. Sorry. It says my Wi-Fi is unstable. But besides that, I mean, yeah, Charvarius Ward would be a really fun signing. Um, sorry, I'm like looking at. I know I just talked crap about Blue Sky, but now I'm looking at it. Am I really? I'm the only page working right now. I hope so. I hope it's at least working for me on my end. I'm like kind of worried I'm talking to myself. But let's see. How do you see Alex Austin's role playing out this year? Lots of excitement around him. I've always been excited about him. Like and just like the potential he has. Last year it seemed like they didn't really prioritize playing him for some reason. I know he got hurt, so he was out for most of the year, but it's a new regime. So it's honestly a wait and see thing with who these new coaches are gonna like and who they're gonna start. But Sam, I know this is brutal. Yeah, I don't know. This is nerve wracking just because, like I keep mentioning, Silver decided to. Oh, sorry, I'm reading a tweet. um, just because Twitter decided to screw us over, and because this is gonna determine a lot of Patriots fans' just overall moods for the rest of the week, maybe. Um, but Sam, let's talk a fantasy trade whenever you get a chance. Sam's in my league. I'm also just, I mean, now that we have people in here, I'm going to be doing a redraft fantasy league. Obviously closer to the start of the season, but let me know. Let me know if you guys want to join that or if you're interested in that because I'm thinking about doing one. I already have a dynasty league with a lot of my followers that we've already become really good friends because of it. Um, yeah, if I had to guess, I would say Milton in particular sounds very much likely to be a Patriot, but I'm hearing a lot about the Cardinals also really wanting him. So I'm just used to, the Patriots being interested in on someone and then they sign elsewhere and they say it's because the Patriots didn't try hard enough. So obviously I don't want to get my hopes up too much. First deal, there we go. Okay. Hassan Reddick signing a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow, this is brutal. That's insane. I'm only saying it's brutal because I got the shout out Sleeper, by the way. If you want to follow my page on Sleeper or follow the Patriots community, I actually got the notification through Sleeper because Adam Schefter said it live on ESPN, so he can't even post it right now. Wow. Okay. So Hassan Reddick is going to the Bucks. I mean, I don't think the Patriots were too interested in Reddick, and I don't really think that we should have been too interested. Oh, Ian Rappaport just put the tweet out, so maybe it's working. I guess I'll just leave this up just in case. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of people telling me that it's not working. But back to what Sam said, Chris Godwin. I really, really hope they sign him today because the second that if he makes it to day 2 of free agency, and if he makes it to day 2 of free agency, and if they say Chris Godwin is visiting the Chargers, I lost all hope if that happens. Like if he starts visiting teams and it's competitors that like are contenders with the money to spend, then I'm sorry guys. I not to be negative, but I would have a really bad feeling if that were the case. But if they were to strike a deal for him today, obviously one, I mean, that's pretty obvious that they're going to get him. But I'm just saying, like, something needs to happen today, in my opinion, because the second he starts taking visits, that's when I'm pretty sure it's over for the Patriots. Unfortunately, of course, I'm really happy I like decided to do this because, um, I don't know. I always tune into people's podcasts whenever there's something big going on. So I just want to talk to everyone about it. I need to talk ball with somebody. um, yeah, they need to get Godwin done today. The longer they wait, I feel like it's like the less likely it happens. Something just happened. Okay. All right. So Jalen Moore is off the board. Jalen Moore has signed with the 49ers. Jalen Moore, okay. Or sorry, not with with the Chiefs. Sorry, he was on the 49ers. All right, so Jalen Moore has signed with the Chiefs. Hold on, let me edit that. Sorry. All right, so Jalen Moore has signed with the Chiefs. That's someone that was supposedly on the Patriots' radar just because he was a left tackle. But according to Adam Schefter, Jalen Moore has signed with the Chiefs. So it's down to that's annoying because I really wanted Jalen Moore, if I'm being honest. But if the Chiefs they signed him to a 2-year, $30 million deal. So if Jalen Moore, a backup left tackle that filled in for Trent Williams at times, can make 15 million a year, I don't even want to know what Dan Moore Jr. and Cam Robinson are going to make. Oh, that's annoying. If it's just honestly, if the Patriots sign Dan Moore or Cam Robinson just for like a year or two at 20 million, I can't be too mad at it. But if it's something that goes beyond 2 years, then that's pretty annoying. Yeah, no one. Sorry, all the people I'm talking to, no one knows what's going on. Everything's like all messed up right now. Adam Schefter's tweet hasn't even gotten put out, but I'll just share this instead. Is Dan Moore even on here, or Jalen Moore even on here, or did I skip him? I don't know. Whatever. But Cam Robinson, I guess. Cam Robinson is apparently the best left tackle on the board. Oh wow. Chris Godwin has returned to the Bucks, guys. There it is, according to Ian Rappaport. Chris Godwin has re-signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man. I don't even know what to say. Maybe I shouldn't have gone live. I didn't realize that people were going to really see my my reaction to this. Wow. So, Chris Godwin was the one that everyone thought was going to go straight to the Patriots, and we were just talking about that. So, let's see. What did Chris Godwin sign for? 3 years, 66 million. 44 million guaranteed. The Patriots could have easily outdone that. I wonder if he just wanted to return to Tampa. Man. I don't know what to say. I thought we were gonna have like a fun moment to start off the stream. Yeah. We're cooked. I never really overreact to stuff like that, but just the fact that he re-signed, that's insane. Man. Like you can't, with Godwin in particular, you can't really hate on him going back just because, he's been there his whole career. So it's not like he signed with another team. Like he left the Bucks and signed with another team. I would have been more upset if that was the case. But oh well. If he left 20 mil on the table to return, like you can't get upset about that. You know what I mean? Like that's just clearly him really wanting to return, and just be with the team that he's always been with. That sucks. I really, really thought the Patriots were gonna get Chris Godwin. I was confident. Wow. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of X stuff getting repost it again, but I mean, all right. Pivot to Travis Hunter, Tet McMillan, Trey Harris, Luther Burden, Matthew Golden. I really wanted an established vet to come help out Drake May and help out the receiver room, but I guess it's gonna be Darius Slayton. Sorry. Hats need wide receiver help. Number 4. I would not take a wide receiver at number 4. If they trade down, that's a different story. But taking less money to stay with Baker Mayfield and Evans. Yeah, I repost that. Oh, that's annoying. That hurts. Cooper Cup. I've never been a fan of him coming here just because he's an older guy. I feel like yes, it'll help Drake May in the short term and help the receivers in the short term, but overall, like he's been too injury prone. It just worries me, like having him, like kind of relying on him. That's my only fear. Man, I'm so caught off. I'm so caught off guard by that Chris Godwin signing. We had just talked about him too. Yeah, I mean, I definitely take Cup if it doesn't cost much, but at the end of the day, it's the same old story with the Patriots. Like these older players have to get convinced through like with money to come here. So it's like if Godwin doesn't cost much, if he's gonna take a contract that doesn't cost much, he's gonna go to a contender or somewhere like a desirable location for him. So if he's coming to the Patriots, it's probably gonna be for more money. Unless he just used it as an opportunity to be like the number 1 wide receiver in the room. I wouldn't say no one wants to come here. I mean, it's just a tough sell. I know Drake May and Mike Vrabel are like an exciting duo for people to hype up, but at the end of the day, it's like guys just want to win, and that's not what the Patriots can offer right now. Or they can't make any promises about that. You know what I mean? I'm so caught off guard by that. Just seeing this really pisses me off. Wow. I think the solution is just Hunter and someone to trade for. I mean, they're I don't think they're gonna trade the only person, and this isn't me like making up a rumor or anything. Like the only person I could see them trading for now is an Ayuk. Yes, that's a possibility, but the only person I could see them trading for now is T. Higgins, just because of the boom in the contracts and the Bengals are waiting for some reason to pay all their guys, and all these other guys are signing big money deals, so it's just getting tougher for Cincinnati. Godwin or not Godwin? Sorry, I'm still stuck on Godwin. What's his name? T. Higgins. T. Higgins getting traded seems more realistic now. It's just a matter of them wanting to actually move the draft capital because they don't want to pay a second for DK Metcalf. I'm not going to get all into that. I just know that my stance was that they shouldn't have paid that second. I'm glad they didn't. I think the Steelers paid a lot for him. But I would love Travis Hunter. Trading for someone a little bit less likely. Drafting Travis Hunter a little bit more likely, but obviously we're number 4 on the in the draft. So that's just a matter of him actually falling to us. But if he is there, like if he's there and the Patriots don't take him, I don't even want to talk about how I'll react. Yeah. Not every target. I would say Milton Williams is still out there. The left tackles are still out there. So there's a couple guys left. Actually, Sam, if you're still in here, yeah, I know. They got to pay the suck tax. Yeah. Sam, if you're still in here, that one guy in our league just traded a first round pick for Jalen McMillan thinking that Chris Godwin was going to leave, right? I guess he regrets that now. I would give it I honestly I would give it within the hour that more stuff is going to come out. I will say though, I'm super confused as to what's going to happen with Twitter cuz Like I wouldn't be surprised if some stuff starts trickling out, but on other platforms. So it's like it starts breaking out to everyone else very slowly. Very interesting. Mm. Oh, hold on one sec. We have a special guest, guys. The special guest is in the back right now. If they can give me a thumbs up if they're ready to come on stage. Okay. One sec. Let me just change this. Let me stop sharing. Let me put this. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me do this and this. All right, here we go. It worked. There we go. Guys, Andrew has joined us. It's just been me talking to myself. Obviously, there's people in the chat, but I'm really sad right now. So if you want to give your thoughts about Chris Godwin.
It sucks because, I mean, there's really not much left on the table in free agency right now, aside from, like, Darius Slayton, Josh Palmer.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's not fun. Like, they're probably going to have to trade for someone if they really want to upgrade, but
yeah, I was just saying.
Left.
Yeah, I was just saying that T. Higgins seems like the only realistic target, just because the Bengals might not be able to pay him, but we'll see. I'm defeated right now.
I am too. I don't know if they were necessarily targeting him, but Drew Dahlman, Falcons center, just became the NFL's second highest paid center, going to the Bears.
Oh, that one was a given. And that's how I felt about Chris Godwin to the Patriots. I was like, okay, it's a given, but that's annoying.
Oh my God, Braxton Berrios to the Texans. That's crazy.
Guys, if you had Braxton Berrios being one of the first signings in the first 20 minutes of free agency, I don't know, I'll give you $10. There's no way anyone predicted Braxton Berrios being one of the first signings. According to Adam Schefter, the Patriots were very... Sorry, I'm actually writing out the tweet as we're talking. But they were very interested in Chris Godwin, and they put a lot of pressure on him to make a decision.
They tried.
They did. They did.
I don't want to hear anyone.
It's becoming a "we tried" thing, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It sucks, but I don't want to hear anyone like criticizing the front office if they don't get a really, really good receiver this year. Like, not in the draft. Maybe they draft one, but like they're trying. They're trying hard. Yeah. They just it's not working because guys don't want to come here.
Yeah.
I feel stupid with like 50 people.
I'm echoing a lot.
Through me?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Got ended.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm just putting out a tweet.
During a TV segment, Ian Rappaport said that Godwin left $20 million on the table.
Yep.
And confirmed the Patriots were involved. So
I'm assuming that the Patriots were the ones that offered that extra 20 mil.
Yeah.
So what would that be? He signed for 66.
That'd be an additional $6 million every year if it was a 3-year deal. And what do you go for per year?
3 years, 66 million, with 40 mil guaranteed, I think.
They offer around 28 if that's the case. Yeah. Borderline $30 million for Chris Godwin.
And he said no. So you guys can't say that they didn't try. New England can control the effort, but they can't control the decisions. Exactly. I think that's like one of the toughest things for people. Like, it's so hard for people to understand that at the end of the day, yes, people love to say, yeah, money talks. Like, just pay them like the amount, whatever. But the players have a say in this too. Like, they can say no. it's a two-way street. Like whenever there's a trade that happens, the other teams can say no. Like that's a possibility. Um, People assume that like, oh, if you just say, oh yeah, like we'll give you this, they're gonna. It's like people act like that's their only option. It's not. Like the other people could say no. So I don't know. This is a. I know. I don't know. This guy joined the live. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yo, what the? I'm trying to log into PFF and I see that.
For Mike Giardi, Bucks signed him right before free agency, so Pats never had a. Oh, okay.
That just
Not saying,
proves that
yeah.
teams tamper like crazy
Not-
before that.
Well, they're not technically. I mean, the Patriots already had like an offer out.
Yeah.
Not saying Giardi's wrong, but like,
No, yeah.
If that's the case, if that's truly the case, then what are the Patriots gonna do? You know what I mean? But if it's coming out that he left 20 million on the table, then they were tampering. But you didn't hear that from us.
Oh, so I like what you got going on here. A little breaking news thing at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm liking it.
I don't know how I did it, to be honest. It just happened.
I don't know how you did it either, but it's here.
I hate seeing it down there though.
Why? I think it looks fine.
Because I wish it was a better headline, you know?
It works.
No, I'm saying I wish it was good news for the Patriots.
Oh.
Yeah, see, like even right now, like we have almost 1,000 people in here, guys. We appreciate you guys joining. Let me see. I hope nothing ends. Andrew, I mean I have the option to link it to your Twitter account if you want to go live from there as well. Because I don't know if you're going live from there right now, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm not connected.
Do you want me to?
Yes, that would be great.
Let's see. I genuinely hope nothing crashes. Because Twitter's crazy right now. Please don't. Please don't. It's just loading. I only went live on YouTube for like the first like 10 minutes because it wasn't working.
I can't even get on my computer. Like I can only use my phone.
Yeah, I had like TweetDeck open, but
I don't even think like half of the Twitter users can even log in anywhere.
All right, it says it's saved. Now it's just loading on your Twitter. But anyways, Elijah Mitchell just signed with the Chiefs.
What were you gonna say? I saw another thing, but take it with a grain of salt. I trust him. Pretty Ricky said the Giants are signing cornerback Paulson Adebo.
Damn, I really like
Adebo. That's disappointing. I really want
Adebo. I don't know. Ricky hasn't been on a hot streak lately, so
yeah. Ever since the Ayuk saga. I mean, he did live up to his word though. He deleted his account, but
let's see.
He was cooking.
Tacos. Are you guys hoping the Pats get, especially I know Jalen Moore going off the board. I was telling everyone, Andrew, that I really liked him just for his upside. Like he's performed well when given an opportunity. And for a team like the Patriots that need younger guys that just need to show what they can do, and if anything, just a stopgap left tackle, I thought he was the perfect option. But now it's just Cam Robinson, Dan Moore Jr., and Jedrick Wills. So I don't know which one you think is ideal.
I'm not a fan of Dan Moore. Really not a fan of Cam Robinson. I can't say I'm really a fan of any of the left tackle candidates right now. I mean, I'll take Morgan Moses at right tackle, but at that point, it's like he's only very, very short term. Like you gotta fill that somehow for the long term still. But it's tough.
Yeah.
Because at this point, they're just. I feel like the only thing they can really do is find a guy that can be the bridge left tackle for 1 or 2 years, and then draft a guy next year. Because I don't know that you're getting that future left tackle in this draft.
Yeah.
So you have to wait until next offseason to draft one. But it's tough. Because great options are off the board. It's like you'll be signing a guy for 2 years, like really unsure about what he's going to put out there on the field.
Yeah. So see, I mean, I I like Jedrick Wills just because of the upside. I think he has more upside and a higher ceiling compared to the other tackles. So that's my opinion. Let's see. Fields will not sign with the Steelers unless he has QB1. I can't see DK being happy. I mean, DK doesn't care. He signed $150 million deal. Like he got paid. That's all he cares about. He can get in WWE wrestling matches with George Pickens and the rest of the guys in the AFC North. I think that's all he really cares about while getting paid $30 million a year. I never trust Ricky. He kept saying the Pats would trade out of the Drake May pick.
Yeah, that is true. That's why I said take it with a grain of salt. But
yeah, he does have like a shaky track record. He was right on like some big things though, which makes no sense.
He tweeted out a Sir Pounce. How do you pronounce it? GIF or GIF?
Oh, I say GIF or I say GIF.
Okay, GIF. He tweeted out a Sir Pounce GIF like 30 minutes before they extended JC Horn, which that was a little bit of an overpay.
Oh, that was yeah, and that doesn't do the Patriots good for Gonzo.
Yeah, they gotta save some money this offseason just for Gonzo next year.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just
BJ Hill to the Bengals.
I just had to add to the ticker at the bottom just so people understand that the Patriots didn't try at all. But yeah, everyone just know that he left. Chris Godwin left $20 million on the table. All right, Patriots tried. He just wanted to return to the team that drafted him, the team he spent his whole career with. So you can't really what are you gonna do about that?
So who do they pivot now, receiver? Because they're signing somebody. They have to. I don't care. Doesn't matter who it is. They're signing somebody.
I should have. It's my fault for not making a graphic with 2 windows and then 1 share screen. So I could have pulled it up. But according to PFF, the best wide receiver after him is Amari Cooper, then Stephon Diggs, both of which the Boston Herald said that they were not going to be interested in. So, there we go. I went live on your account.
Finally?
Yeah, it finally worked. DeAndre Hopkins, they're not going to be interested in. Marquise Brown resigned. Darius Slayton is the next top wide receiver on the market. That's the only. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's just that.
Desperate.
Yeah, I really don't mind. It's just like, what is he going to change? If I'm being honest,
I think he can be a mentor. Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, but do we need a mentor or a guy that's going to actually change stuff? You know what I mean?
But he can be a short-term fill option if they don't get T. Higgins, if they don't get a guy they can put out on the outside of X. He's a better option than Kayshon Boutte.
That's true. I agree with that.
He can stretch the field more. So it's
I agree with that.
2-year deal. Why not?
I see a lot of people bringing up Cooper Kupp. That doesn't really move me. I'd rather get Slayton and I know that might sound crazy, but I'd rather get Darius Slayton just because of where they're at in their careers. But trade for Ayuk and hope Hunter drops.
Commanders.
Oh, to the Commanders. Okay, that makes sense. He's with Adam Peters now. I'm seeing a lot of Kinlaw. I'm actually interested to see what Javon makes. What Kinlaw makes. I mean, BJ Hill signed 3 years, 33. That means Milton Williams has to make upwards of 18 million. People keep saying 20, and obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But with the deals coming in now for the defensive tackles, I mean, I would not be surprised if it's upwards of 18 million for Milton Williams. So.
It sounds like they're going to be battling the Cardinals for him.
Yeah, I see every time I make a post, about Milton Williams. There's Cardinals fans in my replies saying that he's coming to the Cardinals instead, and I never really understood why. I just thought it's because they had money, but I completely forgot that Jonathan Gannon worked with Milton Williams. So I understand why, but just because I can't say this especially after Harold Landry just signed with the Patriots, but just because a guy got coached by someone in particular doesn't mean that he's gonna go with him no matter what. Like, I know that doesn't sound like my argument isn't supported right now just because Harold Landry signed with the Patriots, but all I'm trying to say is that okay, Milton Williams played with Jonathan Gannon, so what? I've had coaches I've had coaches that I don't want to play for again. Not saying that Jonathan Gannon's some like bad coach, but you never know. You never know how it is with them. Like a perfect example is TR Tart. Um, I put out that tweet yesterday saying that like he could be an option just because he played with Vrabel and Terrell Williams in Tennessee, and then some beat writer from the Titans actually replied to my tweet and said that they left off on a very bad note and that Vrabel didn't want him on the team anymore. How are you going to know that? You know what I mean? Unless you're really tuned into
Yeah.
that team. So who knows? Who knows their Jonathan Gannon and Milton Williams' relationship? 3 years,
Do you ever?
45 million.
Yeah.
Oh wow, wow! I did not think 15 million a year. Gosh, Milton Williams is going to make so much. Good for him, but man, the Patriots are going to have to really pay him.
That's it for now.
I will put this out there. I'm kind of worried. Mike Reese did mention that how realistic is it that the Patriots are going to be comfortable paying a Milton Williams more than Christian Barmore?
Yeah.
Because you're automatically saying, hey, you're the highest, like one of the highest paid players on our team, and you haven't even stepped foot in the building yet. So I hope they don't shy away from it just because of that.
Yeah. I mean, I know we have to overpay, but I'm not a fan of paying Bill Williams like $22 million.
Yeah, I'm not either. But if
It's that's what's got to happen though to bring in these guys. I mean, we
yeah,
just saw with Godwin turn down an extra
yeah,
20 million. Crazy.
the only difference with what were you gonna say?
Key Brandon Cooks could be a little vet they bring in.
Are you
Really
is that you seeing something or you just saw his name?
No, I'm looking through the free agents.
Oh, I see.
Not
What was I gonna say?
How do you feel about Westbrook and Keenan?
I think he's like an easy option for them to sign, but it's another Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, he doesn't move the needle, but it's an option.
What is this, Michael? But with the salary cap increasing so much, it's bound to happen. No shot at Barmer either. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously the salary cap's going to keep increasing. You're going to pay a defensive tackle 22 million or something like that just to bring him in, but it's just one of those things that's like you're paying someone that a lot of people have doubts about right now just because he's played on such a star-studded defensive line, and that could easily become one of the worst contracts in the NFL if he doesn't pan out. But obviously, like you said, the salary cap's increasing. The Patriots have money to spend. They need to take flyers on some of these guys, and I wouldn't mind it. It's like worrisome. That's all it is. Wow, this is a lot slower than I thought, though. I really thought that like
Even Mike Reese the other day said he expects it to kind of open like the 2021 free agency, and like remember Johnny Smith for like 5 minutes, crazy contract.
yeah, I really thought that they were gonna sign guys right away. This is really odd just because I don't even know what the Patriots are gonna do now on the offensive side. Or at least with the weapons.
I mean, I'm still hoping for Makari.
I forgot about him. Yeah, that is
Swiss
true.
Army knife on the O line. That would make
That
me
is true.
very.
I threw out the idea earlier.
Josh Palmer. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, really quick. I mentioned the idea earlier of Jedrick Wills just because if Vrabel actually likes him, he played right tackle in college, and then he came to the NFL as a left tackle. He's someone that they could sign and put at either spot and just see, they could just say like, show us what you can do at whichever one, and he could fill in at whatever he plays better, the best at. Um, that's another one, like someone with versatility like Makari. But what were you saying about? You said Josh Palmer.
Was it Matt's Live who mentioned Josh Palmer as a target they might be interested in?
I don't think I ever saw Josh Palmer as a target.
I saw something about that.
I heard Doug Hyatt constantly say that he's going to get paid more than what people expect.
Palmer?
Yeah. According to Jerry or Gary, I don't know how to pronounce his name, some guy that covers the Steelers are getting very close to a deal with 4-time MVP Aaron Rodgers.
I don't get it, but nice.
I think the Steelers are trying their best to just tank their organization. I think they're tired of just constantly making the playoffs and never doing anything. So they're just like trying to make it seem like they're trying their best to be a winning team and not make the playoffs, just to say, hey, we tried.
I don't get how teams keep going back to Aaron Rodgers. It's not working. It hasn't worked in years. And they just watch the Jets crumble because he had too much say in what the organization did.
Yeah.
And he always has to get what he wants.
I do want to pull up.
That's the same for the Steelers, so they don't win. But
I do want to pull up. Where is it? I saw someone say it. Where'd it go? I can't find it anymore. I just saw something. Oh, here it is. Here's what I wanted to pull up. How Hungry Houndar. He mentioned that the solution is just Travis Hunter. Adam Schefter just said live on ESPN that he is no longer as confident as he was before about Shedeur Sanders or a QB going to the Browns. So that's not good news for the Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter to the Patriots crowd, which I would fall into that crowd. But
Giants got to save us.
Yeah, honestly, the Giants just have to be that one.
If Steelers take Aaron Rodgers from them, who are they going to go after? Sam Darnold? I bet the Seahawks are probably going to offer Darnold a lot of money.
Yeah, I would assume so. Go get Kupp, get some stability. If I'm being honest, I don't think Kupp is stable. Like, if I'm being so honest, just because he could get hurt at any time and miss a bunch of games, or he might play like 11 games out of the season, and I don't think that brings stability. Other than into the locker room, yes, but on the field, I don't think it brings stability. He wasn't performing as well towards the end of the season. Like I said, he's injury prone at this point in his career. He's getting older. Like, it's not the Cooper Kupp that everyone knows and loves anymore. He's getting to the end of his career, so I don't think he brings that stability that you're saying. I mean, I don't disagree with, like, obviously I wouldn't be mad if they got Kupp, but like, I just don't think he's as stable as most people think.
Patriots are signing linebacker Robert Spillane.
Okay, that one makes sense. All right. Sorry, guys. You're going to see us on our phone tweeting stuff out. That one makes sense. He played with Vrabel in Tennessee, and he played with Josh McDaniels in Las Vegas, so. Is it 2 L's in Spillane?
Yeah.
Was it Adam Schefter?
Hey, how are you doing?
Rap sheet.
Still working.
I honestly do not know much about Spillane, so I'm gonna research him.
Let's see. Trying to get this out as fast as possible. Oh. All right. Whoops. I said it was according to Adam Schefter, but oh well. Oh well. Schefter's going to put it out at some point. Sorry about that. Anyways, All right, we got our first signing. There we go. Mood's back up. Who needs Chris Godwin when you can have Robert Spillane, guys? There we go. And I wonder what
Last year,
the contract
two
is going to be.
picks, 2 sacks. I don't think it'll be too much.
I really wonder what his contract's going to look like.
It might be like an Anthony Jennings type deal.
Someone did mention. Oh no! Someone asked me on Twitter. They were like, "What's one move that people are going to criticize, but you think is going to be good in the long run?" And I said some sort of linebacker signing. I think that's going to be Robert Spillane. I think he's going to be someone that people are going to make fun of. They're going to be like, "Oh, that's their first signing," blah blah blah. You know, like they got Robert Spillane, but not Chris Godwin. However, I think he's going to be a very good player in their system in particular.
I would watch out for what the Jags just paid Jordan Lewis. The details of the deal haven't come out yet, but Rappaport says that he becomes the NFL's highest paid nickel cornerback. So that might help set the market for corners.
He is a nickel, right? All right, let's see what this is. Spillane probably makes like $8 million a year. Yeah, $8 million a year seems about right.
I have a shoe.
Yeah, what was it? Sorry.
How do you feel about Spillane?
I'm excited. I really like it. He played. I think he played. So I'm pretty sure he played 1 year with Vrabel in Tennessee. I'm not sure if he was a practice squad guy, but I do know that he had that 1 year with Vrabel, and then he was a starting linebacker with Josh McDaniels as the coach of the Raiders. So there's a lot of familiarity with him. They clearly know, what they're getting with him. He's 29 years old, so he's a bit of an older linebacker, but they need some stability in that room. Sione Takitaki was not stability that they could count on. You know what I mean? Like they need guys that are going to play. They're going to fly around the field. Like you just said, like Spillane is a very good linebacker. He had 158 combined tackles last year. Like he's all over the field. Him next to Jawan Bentley, if they decide to keep him, is perfect. Sorry, Tavai. Jelani Tavai, I don't know what this means for his future with the Patriots, but like that's I really like the signing. I'm not gonna overhype it and be like, oh my gosh, like we got Robert Spillane. But it's like it's gonna be a good signing for a defense that struggled last year, especially at the linebacker position.
So I assume he's pretty decent at dropping back in coverage. It seems like just based off of what I'm looking at, like stat wise.
Yeah, he's definitely a very versatile linebacker. He's not like one of those big thumpers that are just good at run defending. Like he can fly around the field. I just realized on the ticker I just had put. I forgot. I just realized the ticker only said breaking linebacker Robert Spillane. I was too excited.
Even for me, like taking the trade.
There goes one of the big QBs off the board. I thought there would be a reunion. Jimmy Garoppolo returns to the Rams. I thought he was going to come to the Patriots.
Even for me, like
I actually thought though, him, Garoppolo and Jarrett Stidham. I really wanted Jarrett Stidham to be the backup QB. He's not bad at all, and he has a lot of familiarity with Josh McDaniels. I really thought he was going to come back, but he re-signed with the Broncos, and then Garoppolo re-signs with the Rams. So you can't take Jimmy G out of California anymore. He's too intertwined with that scene. Yeah, I agree, Michael. Season's over. We didn't get Jimmy. I'm more upset about Jimmy than I am about Chris Godwin.
Dude, my Twitter's down again. I can't see anything.
I'm getting tweet notifications.
I'm getting notifications, but I can't open them.
If I was going to do for 10 years, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Tavai, outside linebacker, more than likely. If he stays on the team, yeah. If he stays on the team, yeah, I could see him returning, but I could see him returning as an outside linebacker, but I don't know. Let's see. Let me tell you. Yeah, Twitter's still down. Yeah. Let me read you some of the replies on Sleeper, okay? Because we put out the Robert Spillane signing, so it's more people are on Sleeper than they are on Twitter right now. Let's see. Someone said, "Is he gonna fill the James White role?" That was one reply. Someone said, "This is our wide receiver one." This guy said he's about to catch 10 touchdowns. Someone said who with a bunch of question marks.
That was me.
Someone explained this to me in NBA terms, and someone replied, Austin Reeves signs with the Boston Celtics. I don't know how that makes any sense. Yeah, it's a lot of, honestly, I was expecting a lot more negativity, if I'm being honest. It's a lot of let's see, linebackers crazy. We need defensive tackles. Y'all casuals are hyped over nothing. All right. Those are like the only two negative ones, though. But besides that, yeah, I mean, Andrew and I kind of already touched on Spillane. It's not much to talk about. It's a depth piece to the linebacker room. He's going. I will say this: he can definitely be like an every down linebacker. That's for sure. Like, there's going to be rotation around that position, but he's definitely going to be an every down linebacker, or he's capable of doing that. Because for the Raiders in particular, like, if you ever watch, I remember when I went to Vegas to watch one of the games, all you heard was Spillane. That's all you heard. Like, you just heard the announcers constantly saying his name. He was involved in every single play. He's like one of those guys that plays with their hair on fire, and he's going to fly around the field. So the Patriots need a guy like that. They were definitely missing someone like that. And I will say he can tackle. That's a very important thing that the Patriots need right now, because they could not tackle last season.
Yeah, they definitely need one of those sideline to sideline linebackers. I mean, their linebacker group is just slow. It was just slow last season. They couldn't make up for the lack of speed they had on the defensive end, and just the pursuit angles were terrible, and they just couldn't catch any running back once you got to the second level. It was awful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was rough. It was really rough to watch.
I like it from the sounds of it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm actually really happy with it. I mean, it was definitely one of those that I'm not surprised about just because of the previous connections. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
Like, if there was no previous connection, then I'd be more like trying to research it or talk it up. But it makes sense. They brought in a guy that both of them knew, that both of them have experience with. Both Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels have experience with. Jeremy Fowler just said on ESPN that not Patriots related, but that Talanoa Hufanga, the safety from the 49ers, I think he tore his ACL last season. He's a really good safety, but he's closing in on a deal with the Broncos. I'm only interested to see his contract. He's more of like an in the box safety, but I'm only interested to see his contract depending on the Patriots' interest in Javon Holland or Trayvon Moehrig. We'll see if that kind of sets the safety market. Because, like I said, he's a very good safety. He just got hurt. So
yeah, I would love Javon Holland.
You know, I love Taylor Kyles. And I mentioned Javon Holland to him during one of his live streams, and he kind of like just straight. Oh no, I tweeted at him and I said something about Javon Holland. He said like he kind of shot down the whole idea, and he was like, no, like why would they bring him? Like he doesn't fit Mike Vrabel's system or quarter. I don't know. You know Taylor. Like, he goes all into like football talk. I can't really follow along with all of that. But ever since he told me that, I've been kind of like off on him. But I will say, I would not hate it. Like, if they bring a center field safety and have Kyle Duggar or Jabril Peppers play like an actual linebacker role, not an in the box safety, but like an actual linebacker role every once in a while in certain packages, I would love that. That would definitely be exciting, because they're going to be a fast team that can cover a lot of ground and get, like not intercept a bunch of passes, but I'm just saying, like, get their hands on a lot of passes. I don't want to say balls.
Yeah.
But like, get their hands on a lot,
Yeah, no, but I think I think he fills some of the needs that were left by Devin McCourty after he retired.
Yeah.
Like they haven't had a true free safety back there in a while.
Jalen
Like
Hawkins. I'm kidding. You keep going.
But like they haven't had that real commander of the defense back there, and I think that's really what they need. Oh, Spillane, 3 years, $37.5 million.
That's, I mean, that is a lot, but
It's just, yeah,
it makes it's not surprising. You know what I mean?
yeah. All right. I gotta get to class, so hopefully I can join in later if you're still on.
All right. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll stay. I'll stay on until something big happens.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
If I'm not coming back, it was great talking with you. It was great talking past with everyone watching. And yeah,
Yeah, we have 1,000 people in here, so if you want to,
really,
wave goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
All right. See ya. Okay, we're back to being solo. Let's see. So Spillane, we have him. One sec, sorry guys. Let me just regroup. Let me share. Okay. Everything should be good now, I think. Yeah. All right. So we got a Robert Spillane signing. Jeremy Fowler reported 3 years, $37.5 million. You guys also said it in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, like I mentioned it earlier, like he entered with the Titans. He also played with Josh McDaniels, so not a surprise at all. Everybody cool with Slayton. I will say I'd rather they figure out the offensive line and defensive line before they even get a wide receiver. And I'm not saying like just avoid wide receivers, but it makes more sense to build from the inside out. And Slayton would be a stopgap. Yes, I'm not happy with it either, but what are you going to do in a draft class that doesn't have a Marvin Harrison Jr., Brian Thomas, and Malik Neighbors? Like the Patriots just screwed themselves over by being bad in a year that didn't have a lot of options at receiver. So I mean, I'm not too upset with it because I trust that Drake May can do what make do with what he has. But yeah, I mean, it's not ideal. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cam Robinson would make a lot of sense. But like I did mention earlier with the whole Milton Williams, Jonathan Gannon connection, that one, it's just interesting to me just because what if Cam Robinson didn't like the way Doug Marrone coached? Like a lot of people say that Doug Marrone coaches in a very like old school manner and that it doesn't what's the word? I completely blanked out. It just doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate with like everyone that he coaches. So what if Cam Robinson was one of those people? What if he doesn't want to play with Doug Marrone anymore? Like just because a guy played with a certain coach, like I mentioned earlier, you never know like if they had like a true connection in a way, like they really like the way each other worked. You can have talent, but you won't pull out the talent if May is on his back. Yeah, I agree. Like I care more. I think Drake May can do more with Darius Slayton as his X receiver if he has a solid O-line compared to a weak O-line with DK Metcalf as his main wide receiver. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the reality of things. Like, you really think that DK is going to be able to score these Hail Mary touchdowns when Drake May is having to run for his life 2 seconds into the play? I think you got to build through the draft with wide receiver. Yeah, I would wait until, yeah. I mean, at this point, even though it sucks, I don't like the idea of bringing in a young guy to automatically put so much weight on, kind of like what they did with Jalen Polk last year, but that's what's going to have to happen. It's just a matter of actually finding like a stud. Like Brian Thomas Jr. handled that pressure. Malik Neighbors, he handled the pressure better than most people we've ever seen. So let's see. I just saw this. 3 years, 30 million with 20 mil guaranteed for Jordan Lewis. They said that would reset the nickel market. That's interesting because the Patriots are going to be in on nickels. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens because that does drive up the price. 10 million isn't too crazy though, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Building through the trenches is the way to go. And especially in this free agency and draft class. Maybe not for the O line, but D line for sure. You draft Hunter, trade down and get draft capital and get Tet. I agree. I do. Yes, I would love the idea of Tet and like trading down and getting him, but with the talent in this draft class, I think Tet is closer to the next wide receiver compared to like the top. I don't know. It's a good example. Honestly, I don't want to get into a Will Campbell debate, but like I think Will Campbell is further apart from the next tackle, if that makes sense. So personally, I would love like a Jaden Higgins, a Trey Harris, Jalen Noel. Who else? What's another day 2 wide receiver, day 3 wide receiver? I don't know. There's a lot of wide receivers in this class that are dart throws, but you would have to like take them later on in the second round, third round. So I'd rather do that than spend like draft capital on a Tet McMillan. But it's difficult. You never know. You never know how the board's gonna fall. Yeah, Matthew Golden's another option, but he's gonna be first round wide receiver. I'm sorry. I'm so out on Tez Johnson. I saw him at the Senior Bowl. Listen, I felt like I could tackle him. That's not me saying I will, because he'd probably truck my ass. But but like Tez Johnson, I don't, by every metric, just by his size, every metric tells you that he's not going to succeed in the NFL just because of durability and like staying healthy, actually playing through contact. Like it's gonna be tough for him. Jack Besh, he was so much fun to watch at the Senior Bowl. He was so much fun. It was such a great like storyline too, because of what happened with his brother. Just like I think a week before he had gone to the Senior Bowl, or 2 weeks before. He's a very fun wide receiver. He's kind of lost hype as the draft process has gone on. But like I said, that's another option. That's another name to look out for, because even Elliot Wolf said it. Like he said, like the meat of the draft is going to be in the middle rounds, and he was referring to wide receivers. So that's Isaiah Bond. I'm not too big of a fan on. I'm not opposed to people being a fan of him, obviously. Jalen Royals, though, I do really like. Jalen Royals is built like a running back. He's a wide receiver, but he's built like a running back. Seeing him in person, like you would think that he's a running back, but he moves so fluid. Yeah, like I said, like Bond, I'm not too big of a fan on. I don't know. The fact that he was supposed to be like the wide receiver 1 for Texas, and then the Titans signed Dan Moore. All right. So, all right, everyone. So that means the Titans have signed Dan Moore Jr. Okay. So what that tells me is that it's Cam Robinson or Jedrick Wills. That's it. That's all they have left. They need to sign a left tackle. They have no choice, because you can't go into the draft with Dan Moore signed for $20.5 million a year. That is insane. Yeah, you need to sign Cam Robinson or Jedrick Wills. You cannot go into the draft hoping to get a wide receiver and a tackle. Like you need to sign a starter, like your defensive tackle 1, your wide receiver 1, your offensive lineman 1. Even though you don't want to do that through the draft, but for the Patriots, through free agency, but the Patriots have to. Like they have to get one guy. They have to get one. Wow. Oh wow, that's actually crazy. 20. Oh, wait, what happened? I just saw something. Wow. All right, everyone. I just saw something that. Where did it go? I'm not. Yep. I'm seeing that too. Milton Williams to the Panthers. I'm seeing it as well. Wow. This is. I did not think it was going to go this bad for the Patriots. Wow. I did not think it was going to go this bad. That is insane. I don't know what to say. That's crazy. So it was. Where's Milton? I literally had the tweets ready to go to. That's funny. That code. Wow. I don't know what's. It was Diana Rossini that put out that Milton Williams was going to the Panthers. Michael Silver, one of the athletic writers, put it out as well. Sorry, hold on. I messed up on my tweet. Twitter is so stupid for messing up today. Okay, well, where's that? Everyone's saying, I see that too. I see that too. That Diana Rossini didn't put it out, but even Michael Silver, who also works for the Athletic, he put it out and sourced her. So I'm wondering if maybe she said it somewhere live, like on air. Man. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me do this really fast. Titans. Okay. Yeah, Twitter's back down. So, that's annoying. I guess we could talk about the Dan Moore one for now. Let's see. She said it on Blue Sky. This is the worst day for Twitter to be on. That's so stupid. Yeah, she did report it on Blue Sky. You guys are right. She posted it on Blue Sky. I have it up right here. I have it up right there. Wow. That's crazy. I truly thought that Milton Williams was going to be one of those guys that the Patriots were going to announce that they signed in the first 20 minutes. Okay. I mean, let's talk about this for now, really quick. Yeah, Dan Moore getting paid that much for 4 years too. I'm good. I was even mentioning it earlier. Like, if the Patriots signed him for that amount of money, but for 2 years, I wouldn't be upset. But for 4 years, that's insane. No, I mean she posted it on Blue Sky. So, and like I said, Michael Silver, one of her athletic colleagues, he cited her as well. He posted it and cited her, so, or sourced her. So, like, you can't really refute it if he's posting it as well. Because if someone hacked her, if she accidentally posted it, he wouldn't make his own post and source her. So, dude, what is happening with my Twitter? Sorry, guys. It says it's sending a post, and I don't know what's going on. All right, well, still a lot of stuff to happen. But I mean, the top two targets, Milton Williams, Chris Godwin, the two guys that the Patriots were supposedly, had at the top of their priority list, are not signing with the Patriots. So, yeah, just does suck. I thought going live today would be really fun, but now I'm like regretting it. This is annoying. I don't think it's a coincidence that Twitter went down today too. I need you guys to say something because I'm at a loss for words. I really don't know what to say. This sucks. Let's see. Nothing's getting updated. Everything's like this Jimmy Garoppolo news dropped like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. The most recent thing, I guess, I don't know. The Patriots were apparently not in on Sweat at all. Like the Boston Herald reported that they didn't want him. All right, we got a signing, guys. Carlton Davis has signed with the Patriots. Appreciate you for posting it. That's a big one. I mean, I do like the signing, don't get me wrong. Wow, they're really going in on they're going in on the secondary, which is surprising. There we go. I mean, Carlton Davis is good when healthy. That's the only thing about him. Sorry, I just need to put the tweet out and then we could talk about this. All right. Okay, let's talk about this. All right, so Carlton Davis. Let me pull up Carlton Davis. Sorry, guys. I'm a college student. I can't afford PFF, so bear with me. Let me. Okay, it's not loading for some reason. I'm gonna pull up my screen once it loads. But let's see. Carlton Davis. I like the signing. I don't hate it at all. Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis is gonna be so much fun to watch. I'm telling you that right now. Like, they are going to be an entertaining duo just because NFL defenses are going to have a difficult time, throwing to either side of the field. So that's something you guys should genuinely be excited about. Like I said, bear with me. I don't have PFF Plus, but yeah, 2 interceptions last year, 72 tackles. I'm not one to go off of PFF grades. I'm just trying to show you guys a little bit of his his stats and his logistics. 6'1", 206. The Patriots are they're building up, a better secondary. I'm sorry, I'm still thrown off too by the Milton Williams thing. That's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, Carlton Davis, if you're gonna have him alongside Christian Gonzalez, and you have Kyle Duggar, Jabril Peppers back to how they were playing not last year, but 2 years ago, that's a scary secondary. Now it's just a matter of, it's just genuinely a matter of getting that pass rush figured out, because they can't guard guys for, like 30 seconds or 30 seconds. What am I saying? Sorry. I'm really off right now. I'm trying to multitask, but yeah, they can't be guarding guys for, actually 30 seconds is kind of realistic, by the amount of time in the pocket. You know what I mean? They just need a pass rush. That's what they need, because Christian Gonzalez, Carlton Davis could be a very good duo and it just gets even better if the Patriots pass rush is up to par. insurance for us when Alex Austin leaves and we got to pay Gonzo 30. Gonzo's going to make 30 million. I agree with that. And Alex Austin he's going to earn himself a payday if he performs this season. So I agree with that. Yeah, it's a great signing. I do really like I said, when it wasn't too many people in here, I said Charvarius Ward was my ideal target, but you're not going to be mad about it, you know. I don't know who Allen is. If you want to, Josh Sweat incoming. I mean, this guy Evan, he's an Eagles fan. He keeps telling me that Josh Sweat is coming. He's not. I don't think he is. The Boston Herald reported that he's not. They don't have interest in Josh Sweat, so don't listen to this guy Evan. All right, guys. I know him, by the way. I'm not trying to be mean to a random person, I swear. Yeah, I wonder if they offered him. I highly doubt they didn't. Every single report coming out leading up to free agency was that they really liked him and that they were going to offer him. So it sucks that we can't rely on, but yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Mike Reese reported, he just threw it out there a couple weeks ago, that how realistic is it that the Patriots are going to pay Milton Williams more than they're paying Christian Barmore? And that was like eye-popping to me because it's true. Like, Christian Barmore is supposed to be your star defensive tackle, like the star young player besides Gonzo on your defense. And it's like, how is that going to look to the locker room when you bring in a guy just straight from the, I don't want to say from the street, but you know what I mean? Like, straight from another team, and you pay him the most, and he's not even like he wasn't even the best player on his defensive line from where he was at before. So it was tough logistically, but you know, what are you going to do? It's over with now. If we get Josh Sweat. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Josh Sweat, apparently a lot of teams are very scared about his knees. He had a very bad knee injury. I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's like a genetic thing. It's kind of tough to understand, but like he has some sort of knee issue dating back to when he was in the draft. That's why he fell, because and that's why he fell, because of that knee issue. And a lot of teams are just scared of that, even now, like this late into his career. So that's why Josh Sweat is pretty unlikely. All right, let's see. Sorry, I just need to update the ticker. Okay. All right, so we have 2 signings. That is, I mean, we can't lie too. I mean, like, I know we're so focused, me included. We're so focused on the guys that they haven't gotten so far, but they've put out a good amount of money. $34.5 million in guarantees for Carlton Davis. He's going to be getting paid $20 million a year. So you can't be saying that they're not trying to spend. You know what I mean? Could we be on Trey Hendrickson? That I do agree. Like, maybe they do pivot to something like that now because they didn't get a signing like a Milton Williams. He's just, in my opinion, he's just too old. Usually pass rushers start declining after they turn 30, and he is 30, or he's about to turn 31, something like that. That's my only worry. Honestly, I don't think he's going round 2. I think if you get him round 3, round 4 is kind of pushing it, but I just realized who commented that. That's hella funny. Yeah, Marv, give us DeJuan Jones, please. Just give us DeJuan Jones. That could be our right tackle. Do we still need a nickel? Yes, we do, because Marcus Jones, Mike Vrabel has made it very known that the nickel position is very important, and Marcus Jones does not fit the prototypical nickel that Tennessee has had for years. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Marcus Jones. I don't want them to let him go because he's such a good returner too. So we'll see what happens. Where are you seeing that, Michael? One sec. I'm seeing stuff. Sorry, guys. It's just crazy because Twitter's decided to literally ruin everything today. I'm not seeing anything else. Let's see. I'm not seeing much else. Yeah, I don't know. I thought something. Yeah, literally everyone's tweeting out, "Are we back?" That's so funny. Michael, where did Josh Palmer go? Or James. I'm okay. Never mind. I see what you're saying. I read it as Josh Palmer got signed. My bad. I saw the James Palmer thing. Byron Murphy. Yeah, he would be good, but I mean, they already signed Carlton Davis. They're done with cornerbacks in my opinion, unless they signed a nickel. Like a Nate Hobbs would be like from the Las Vegas Raiders because he played with Josh McDaniels too, and he's a bigger nickel. That would be like a realistic signing. Yeah, if only DeJuan Jones isn't always pushing 400 pounds. Actually, Mike Vrabel made him lose weight when he was with the Browns, so they have a really good connection. They have a really good friendship. DeJuan Jones getting traded to the Patriots, I would not be opposed to that. If you guys think he's too fat, we'll take him. You know, we had Trent Brown. Pivot towards Jefferson. I would love that, but I don't know what he's going to cost in a trade. That's the only thing. It's called X, not Twitter. Yeah, my bad. I'll get with the times. My bad. Sorry. Yes, on Cam Robinson and the defensive tackle go after Hobbs and Moses. Yeah, I mean, I guess Cam Robinson is ideal, but I don't know. I'd rather. I don't know. It's annoying. They really screwed themselves over by. I mean, they screwed themselves over years back by not getting a left tackle. They've had this left tackle issue for years now. Yeah, I mean, and a defensive tackle. Actually, I don't know who's a option anymore. Decent defensive tackle. Let's see. I haven't even thought about that. Oh, actually, Levi Onwuzurike. He could definitely be on their radar, having played with Terrell Williams already. Yeah, that age factor. He's on the last year of his deal. He's one of the top guards, but he's gonna get paid so much at an older age on a real rebuilding team. So I don't think it would have made sense. Dream pick at number 4, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is my guy. I would love to have Travis Hunter, but he has to fall to us. So we just have to hope the Browns are stupid like they've always been and take a quarterback and let him fall to us. Let's see. I would have made, or I already said that. I already saw that. Russian as hell. Yeah, I mean, I just called them stupid too, so I'm sorry to add on to it. I apologize. But yeah, back to this. I'd also go after Hobbs. Yeah, Hobbs. Morgan Moses would be really cool, just as a right tackle. But I don't know. He's older too. It's a lot of tough situations for them to be put in just because of the age factor. They just need to perform in the games, because if they're going to be older guys that are going to sign, they have to be difference makers. That's like the best way I could put it. Yeah, some lady, what was her name? Patty on Twitter, I think. Yeah, she really went out at me for saying Travis Hunter should be the pick at 4. Yeah, that was a tough day. I was really sad that day. She came at me. She did. She posted like the wrong graphic. I'm not gonna buy into it too much. Like that's just like an editing error. Yeah, I didn't read too much into it. Mr. Marvin Andre, Travis really going to pay wide receiver, cornerback. What's the best scenario for the Patriots now? Wide receiver, just because they signed Carlton Davis. Wow, I didn't think about that trickle down effect. Yeah, now that the Patriots signed Carlton Davis, if Travis Hunter falls to them, Travis Hunter is going to be the wide receiver 1 without a doubt. And it would be really nice to have him in on packages to be the nickel, like on third down scenarios. So that's him playing both ways while still being the main wide receiver. So that's definitely more of a possibility now that they have that cornerback 2 figured out. Imagine a secondary of Christian Gonzalez, Carlton Davis, and Travis Hunter. Like that would be so much fun to watch, and that would be elite. So I think that's ideal for the Patriots in particular. I'm okay with this year. We get Makaria, Moses, or Robinson. Because I don't know if you guys know who Matt St. Jean is. He's a great follow on Twitter. He said yesterday, I think, that free agency makes average teams good. The draft makes good teams great. And I completely agree with that. So just fill in a couple holes from the offensive line, defensive line, whatever. Like the cornerback 2, them signing Carlton Davis is a perfect example of that. Now it's just up to them, to do it in the draft. After 2 years and most of 2 years, if he'll play, then we can get Hunter for. I'm struggling to follow along with that. After 2 years, the only thing with Travis Hunter, like I said, I would love to get him, but there's no guarantee he falls to 4. The Patriots winning that last game of the season screwed them over. They could have easily had a shot at him, but now it's like they have to hope that teams don't take him. It's honestly the defense in particular. There's going to be so much turnover. Like it's not going to be the same starters from last year. There's going to be so much change. The perfect example now, Carlton Davis is going to be on that defense. Robert Spillane is going to be on that defense. So it's going to look a lot different from how it does now to dude, you can't be doing that. I genuinely, I checked my phone right away to see if they released him. Besides that, there's no updates so far. But yeah, I spoke about the defensive tackles. If Milton Williams is truly going to the Panthers, Onwuzurike is going to be an option for them. Jaron Reed, I swear he resigned. Tershawn Wharton has been another name that people keep talking about. We'll see. We'll see what they do, because he's someone that they said, I've seen a lot of reports saying that he's gonna. Oh, hold on, guys. Wait a second. All right, hold on. This is some promising news. So now Diana Rossini and Milton Williams and Mike Silver, her colleague, are both reporting that the Milton Williams signing has not been finalized. He is still looking at other options. So he has not officially signed with the Panthers. So the Patriots are still an option for him. Okay, that would change my entire mood if they can still get Milton Williams. Let's see. Wow. Okay. That changes a lot, because if they can get Carlton Davis and Milton Williams and Robert Spillane added to the defense in one day, that's a great day, to be honest. Wow, Diana Rossini really jumped the gun on that one. That's crazy. Wait, where did it get announced? It says it's close but not finalized. Yeah. It's not finalized yet. She just put it out again. Yeah. Okay. So Milton Williams is still out there. I mean, I would not be surprised. You guys know, like, at this point of the season, agents, players, whatever, clubs, they're going to be putting out information to reporters just to, because they're going to put out what they want to get put out. So who knows if Milton Williams' camp purposely put something out and kind of putting the pressure on the Patriots, like he's going to sign with the Panthers, and then saying, wait, actually it's not finalized. So that might be their way of saying other teams around the league are showing strong interest in landing Williams right now. There, you see, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a good chance that it might have been Milton's camp that put something out, and just to put pressure on teams and say, like, hey, like, he's about to sign with the Panthers, you guys better pay him more. Yeah. Yeah, pressuring them. I mean, Andrew and I were talking about it earlier. Like, ideally, you don't want to pay Milton Williams upwards of 22 million, but that's what it's looking like right now. It's really looking like they that Panthers news got put out for a reason. That's all I'm trying to say. That Panthers news, and maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist or something, but I genuinely think that Panthers news got put out for a reason, and it's their way of saying to teams like the Patriots or the Cardinals, like, you better pay him more or he's going to sign with this team. Yeah, that's the ideal situation. If Barmore's healthy and they have Milton Williams, that's a great interior defensive line along with Keon White. Yeah, I mean, I could see him going to the Panthers, but yeah, that's a really odd scenario. That's really interesting. I genuinely think that was on purpose. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The only thing I will say is that it's just tough because in this draft class, there's so many good defensive tackles that go all the way into day 3. So that's something that they're probably weighing, that they're wondering, like, should we pay this guy this much just because he's the only like defensive tackle available that's worth it, or do we just wait until the draft and draft someone like a Mason Graham? Honestly, so that is definitely something they're going to weigh. If they don't sign Milton Williams, I'm not going to be shocked, just because maybe that's their thinking. Like, we don't want to pay him 25 million a year when we can just draft a guy day 2, day 3. Yes, he's a question mark, but in this draft class, it's like there's going to be a lot of really good defensive tackles going on day 2, day 3. Yeah, they have the money to spend without a doubt. It's just, I think it just gets affected, or they're going to take into account the future years, because they got to pay Christian Gonzalez. Hopefully, they're going to be paying Drake in the future. You know what I mean? You probably just refer trade. I wouldn't say desperate. I think that they're more comfortable drafting someone. I don't think they have to trade for someone. Like I mentioned earlier, T. Higgins does seem like more of an option now, just because they don't want to. Okay, there we go. The Patriots are signing Morgan Moses. Morgan Moses is coming to the Patriots. A 3-year deal. That's actually surprising. 3 years for Morgan Moses, who's an older player, but that's their right tackle. The Patriots have their right tackle. I see another report. Not to stray away from the Milton or the Morgan Moses signing, but the Patriots have agreed. Sorry, let me just put this tweet out. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Morgan Moses. That's actually, not to be negative, my only worry, and I only if I had to criticize one thing, is just his age. He's 34. He signed him to a 3-year deal. I will say it's not as expensive as I would have thought, though. Let's see. 3 years, 24 million is not as much as I would have thought. I mean, my guess is that they probably offered him the most years from like the teams that had offered him. That would be my guess. Let's see. Wow, everyone's really happy about this. That's good though. I do like that signing. I do like that one. Like I said, the only thing is that he's 34. All right, I think Twitter's back though. I think Twitter is back. Let me see. Okay, never mind. I lied. Everything's from 11 minutes ago. Okay. we have a good amount to talk about now. Okay, 3 years, 24 million. I agree. That is a great deal, but he's 34. Keep that in mind. Okay. Um, he is going to bring stability to that. I honestly feel bad for Caden Wallace. I really like Caden Wallace. I think he could be a good right tackle, but they're not in the position to like keep guessing and throwing darts on a board. Like they need some solid starters, especially on that offensive line. Let me update the ticker. Oh, my bad. I put left tackle. Okay, there we go. Ideally, you don't want to cut him after a year, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's definitely going to be a solid starter. One thing I will say is that with older guys, you have to be mindful of like their health and their durability. So Caden Wallace is still going to have a role, in my opinion. I think we're going to see him a couple games this year, regardless. Let's deal with Polk. He said a lot of reports have said that the coaches didn't do him any favors last year. They put too much on his plate, all this and that. And then other reports have said that he just had a really bad attitude. He didn't really buy into what the team was, saying. And he just kind of isolated himself in the locker room. So it's at that point, it's just you believe what you want to believe. You could believe either side. But I will say that I don't think you give up on a second round wide receiver that fast. That's one thing I will say. Let's see. 11. So 11 million guaranteed for Morgan Moses. I will say I do think the Patriots probably offered him the most years because that is not an expensive contract. I do think that he had some sort of market, but that market probably contained deals that were for 1 year, 2 years. So I do think the Patriots probably offered him the longest contract. That I feel like that's why he signed, and he probably knew that he was going to be the starter. I will say, I think because Baker didn't do anything this year and all. I think he had one catch. He didn't do anything this year, as opposed to Jalen Polk being on the field and doing nothing. I know that might not make sense, but Baker never really got a shot. Polk did get a shot and he didn't perform. So I think that's where a lot of people's disconnect is, that they just assume that Polk is a bust, that he's done, and that Baker still has a chance. I think that's why there's so much hype around Baker this offseason, and that's why there's still some people that have hope for him. It's just like based off of, it's a recency bias thing. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion on it. I'm really upset about the Paulson. We got Carlton Davis. Never mind. What am I saying? I really like Paulson Adebo. He went to the Giants though. Cameron Wolf is saying that Javon Holland is expected to exceed over 15 million on the market. I think that kind of takes him out of the Patriots range, to be honest. I don't think they need to pay their safety room top 3 money in total. Okay, something interesting. I do think this report that I'm about to put out is them trying to save face because they couldn't sign a left tackle. But according to Mark Daniels, if the Patriots cannot sign a legit left tackle or obtain a legit left tackle, he says to watch out for Will Campbell at number 4, that he has a lot of fans within the building. Okay, that's interesting. It's weird timing for that to come out, but I think there's a reason that came out. Sorry, I need to put this out. This is so tough. I feel like I'm so thrown off by Twitter being down or like having been down. Okay. Ill no. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that Campbell can't be the like Campbell was so hyped up last offseason. Like everyone was saying he's gonna be that. Oh wow, DJ Reed to the Lions. Everyone was saying that Will Campbell was that guy. Like Milton Williams is also in talks with the Cardinals and Vikings. Okay, that report doesn't mention the Patriots, so I guess Milton Williams is not interested in coming to the Patriots. Maybe. Or the Patriots just aren't offering him. Who knows? All right, sorry. I'm just trying to catch up on everything. Sorry guys, I just need to also if you guys have the Sleeper app, be sure to join the Patriots community on there because I post everything on there and it's easier for me to talk to you guys. Much easier for me to talk to you guys as opposed to Twitter. So let's see. Okay, so let me update the ticker. I'll get to all of your guys' comments. One sec. Wait, why am I updating the ticker? Oh, I was gonna put the Will Campbell thing, but it's fine. Okay, let's see. We still have Mapu, as I see a great chance of him taking one of this. It's tough just because he's more of like a in the box safety rather than a down the field free safety. Hudson Sweat, cup for the right price. I agree, but he would have to take a discount with the Patriots, or like he would be getting paid more for the Patriots. I would like for him to take a discount with the Patriots. Armand Membu, yeah, but he's a right tackle. The Patriots got their right tackle, so let's see. Anything here? Isaiah Rodgers. A lot of cornerbacks are signing very early on. That's surprising. Campbell News is cap trade down. I mean, Membu's a right tackle, so I think that's off the table now that they got Morgan Moses. Campbell, but Will Campbell, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind at all. Just because, like I said, everyone was so hyped up about him up until his arm length got announced. One sec. Sorry, guys. I just realized I haven't texted my girlfriend in an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Josh Simmons, no, Josh Simmons literally shredded his knee. He tore his patellar tendon. That's just one of those injuries that takes a long time to recover from. And I just don't think he's in the Patriots timeline. I don't think they can be taking a first round guy that is going to be coming off of a major injury and won't start the season for them. So that's why I've been out on him. Ward would have definitely been a very good pickup, but it's whatever. They got Carlton Davis. I'm not mad about it. All right, I guess it's not slowing down. It's actually picking up, but everything's starting to settle in now. Patriots are making some moves. They're spending money. I wonder I don't know if you guys saw that picture of Mike Vrabel at the casino. Maybe he spent Milton Williams' money there. I don't know what happened with that, but the Patriots have spent a good amount of money though to start off the day. Start off day one of free agency. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to get up to date with what's going on. Yeah, so let's put it like this. All right. The Patriots have signed an edge rusher. They signed Harold Landry. They got their starting right tackle, Morgan Moses. They have a rotational starting linebacker, Robert Spillane. And who am I missing? I'm actually waiting for the ticker. That's funny. Carlton Davis. They have their CB2. That's not a bad free agency class just to start off. I don't know if you guys agree, but I'm not too mad about that. I'm not bad about that at all. The Milton Williams signing is the one that hurts the most, but you think we signed safeties? I don't think so unless it's for cheap. Like I said earlier, they're already paying Kyle Duggar so much. They're paying Jabril Pepper so much. I don't think there's any need for them to have so much money invested into one position room. And it's there. I just don't think that it's like necessary for them to do that. I would love it. I would love Javon Holland on the team, but I just don't see it being like realistic for them to think that it's okay to spend that much in one room. Anything else? It's really interesting to see that DJ Reed signed 3 years, 48 with Detroit, and Carlton Davis signed 3 years, 60 with the Patriots. So you could definitely see the disconnect between Detroit and Carlton Davis in terms of his value. Let's see. How about guard? Do need a left guard? I wouldn't say we need, like, it's definitely not like a major need. If they sign a left guard, I wouldn't be surprised, but it's definitely not something that they just need to be super desperate about and like make that a number one priority. I'll put it like that, if that makes sense. Cole Strange is such a tough situation. If David Andrews ends up not returning, retiring, whatever, I could see him filling in at center, but I will preface it by saying that this is a new regime. Nobody knows what they think about the players. Like Mike Vrabel said it himself that it's a fresh slate for everyone. No one's earned anything yet, so they got to prove themselves to him and the coaching staff. If Cole Strange excels at center or left guard for them and in their eyes, then obviously he's going to play there. But if they don't think that he's up to par, he's in the last year of his deal, former first round pick, like they could easily trade him or release him. So either one can be a possibility. I mean, you see it with teams all the time. I don't think it's that crazy. Mike Vrabel did it with Isaiah Wilson. I think it was like 4 years ago now that Isaiah Wilson was just like a nut job that he kept lashing out, whatever. He was just a big issue for the Titans, and he was a first round tackle for them, and they had to release him. So I don't think it's that crazy of an idea, especially because, like I said, he's on his last year. So I doubt that they're going to pick up the 5th year option for him, unless, like I said, unless he impresses, and they really like him in the building, like the new regime does. Let's see. I appreciate you guys being active in the comments, though. I was really worried that I was going to be in here by myself and no one was going to be talking. Like, people were just going to be watching me. So I don't see any other news coming out, though. I know I haven't touched base on Harold Landry. I'm really excited about that signing, not because I think that he's going to be some like study. I'm not viewing it as like, oh, he's the next Matthew Judon for us, but who were their pass rush options? Nobody. Like nobody. Like that's the only reason why I'm really happy about that signing. It's another option for them. It's a veteran in that room, someone that can teach the young guys. And this draft class is going to have some studs at the edge. So I think it's good for them to fill in one of the sides, or you know what I mean? Like just fill in a spot in that room through free agency with a guy that's excelled at a high level in this league. And so it scares me with Campbell as a size. Strange wasn't necessarily like a size issue with him. Like he wasn't too small to be a guard or whatever, but Campbell, yeah, it's just his arms. Like that's like the only reason people don't like him at tackle. I mean, and it's rightfully so. But if they do take him at number 4, even though it seems very obvious, yeah, like why wouldn't they give him an opportunity to play left tackle if they draft him at 4? They're not just going to automatically say, hey, you're a guard. No, I will say though, he did not have he had the lowest pass rush win rate in the entire league. And he was actually, I think he's like 2 years removed from the ACL injury, so it wasn't even like that recent. So I hopefully he's not on the decline. He's still pretty young. Maybe Mike Vrabel and Terrell Williams can get something out of him. And there's a lot of defensive coaches from the Titans that he used to work with. So maybe they know what works for him. I like what we did so far. Overpay slightly, but the deals won't hurt us. Long-term beefed up defense and build. Yeah, I mean, even if they did overpay, I'm not gonna be upset about that. I'd rather them overpay for guys than not sign anyone in general. So, but yeah, I agree. I don't think there's been any like overpays. But yeah, I would say this is definitely a free agency class that you build. You build in the trenches, and then you add even more in the draft. And the draft is going to have options that are going to be like wide receivers and nickel corners, safeties, maybe. Yeah, I think they're definitely going to have options. They're probably going to add to the running back room. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do, because they're like Mike Vrabel even said it. They just need to make signings that allow them to have the freedom to do what they want in the draft. So that's like the biggest thing. They just need to have freedom come draft time based off of their signings in free agency. So it seems like they're trying that and they're doing it. I want to say it's a no-brainer, just because I was saying it earlier. Elliot Wolf has mentioned it, that a lot of the meat in the draft is in the middle of the draft, like day 2, day 3. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go like a Jaden Higgins instead, day 2. Trey Harris, day 2. Jalen Noel, day 2. So I think Tet, I mentioned, like, the way I worded it earlier was that Tet is closer to wide receiver 2 than Will Campbell is to offensive tackle 2, left tackle, if we're going to consider him a left tackle. I just think there's a bigger gap between the left tackles compared to the wide receivers. That's why I would go Will Campbell or a different position. Yeah, I mean, Morgan Moses, I don't know. Morgan Moses is a scary dude. He's going to protect him. Morgan Moses, and actually that does have a ripple effect, because now Morgan Moses is going to be alongside Mike Onwenu. Those are 2 big dudes that are going to be great for a Josh McDaniels offense. I'm going to expect a lot of run plays to go that way, because that's going to be a tough duo for the opposing defense to get around. So that is a really good, obviously it's a good signing, but it's just like, it's a good sign for Mike Onwenu to finally have positional stability and stay at right guard. Like, they're not going to keep moving him around anywhere. Everything is kind of dying down right now. Nothing too crazy is happening. Let's see. Milton Williams is in talks with the Cardinals and Vikings as well. The deal with the Panthers is not done. I mentioned that earlier. I mean, I guess nothing's finalized yet, but I mean, they're not mentioning the Patriots with Milton Williams anymore. So there's a good chance that maybe he's not fond of going there. I always say it, like, these players have the chance to change their life and pick where they want to go play and where they want to live. So if he doesn't want to play in New England, then what are you going to do? Yeah, the Godwin one hurt. That one hurt. I really thought that the Patriots were going to have Godwin. I even had it. I had the tweet ready in my drafts. I had it ready to go. I really thought they were going to sign Chris Godwin. Yeah, that one hurt. Pats go after T. Higgins. What's the ideal package looking like, plus potential contract? Marvin, you always have the best questions. I think T. Higgins, ideally it would be that 69 pick, the 3rd round pick, their first one. They have 2. Ideally that's what it would be, and then a contract would be 30 mil annual average, maybe 32, just to put him above DK Metcalf, just because he signed before him. But yeah, ideally it would be that one of their 3rd round picks, the 69 or 77. I think that the Bengals are probably going to ask for the 2nd round pick. I'm like 50-50 on that. Like, I would do it. It's just that T. Higgins scares me, because he's not a guaranteed 17 games every season. He's not going to play a full season every time, because he gets hurt a lot. That's like my only worry with him. That's my only worry. Some news in the running back market. Josina Anderson's reporting that Najee Harris was already saying bye to his teammates on Sunday, so it looks like he's probably not going to return to the Steelers. Yeah, see, like that's saying 38 and paying him 30 million a year. That seems like too much for me. So that's why I'm saying ideally it would be a third round pick, number 69 or 77, and then pay him that 30 AAV. That would be ideal for me personally. Hargrave, no offense to Hargrave, but I haven't kept up on him at all. Like he's not the same player he used to be. So I don't know. I really don't know where he would go. There's obviously a lot of teams are always in the market for veteran defensive tackles, so he's probably going to have some options. But yeah, I guess I've missed this one. Let's see. I feel like it would be redundant to target middle round receivers. Yeah, I do agree with that. Drew, I 100% agree with that they keep taking shots on these mid-round wide receivers. I wouldn't put Polk in that category, but for Baker, Booty, DeMario Douglas, they keep taking shots at these guys in like late day 3, early day or sorry. Yeah, late day 3, early day 3, like around that range. They keep taking guys around that range, and at some point it's just like you're just going to keep getting players from those rounds just stacking up in your wide receiver room. So it's tough. I know like people want them to get a star receiver. It's just that this draft class is not the one that like they just did not get lucky enough to be bad in a draft class that had like a Marvin Harrison Jr. and a Brian Thomas, a Malik Neighbors, a Roma Dunze. Like they didn't get lucky with that. I mean, then again, I'd much rather have them get like a Drake May rather than a wide receiver, but they just did not get lucky with who was available in this draft. Let's see. We really need pass rush help at DT. I do agree, but I don't think Hargrave is the answer. You know what I mean? I think Levi Onwuzurike could be an option, and hopefully if Milton Williams is still on the board, I guess he did not sign, but I'm not seeing the Patriots in any reports that like he's still or that he's interested in joining them. So Keon White could always go inside too, rush inside. So I'm not too worried right now. Let's see. Yeah, see, like Jeff Howe just reported that Milton Williams is still drawing heavy interest from multiple teams, and Twitter just went down again. So if you guys see anything on like Blue Sky or something like that, please let me know because I can't find everything all at once. Who else did we sign? Let's see. We signed Morgan Moses. Let me see. Okay. All right. So we have Morgan Moses. Like I said, 34 years old. It's pretty old, but he's shown that he can play at a high level at an older age. 6'6", 320 alongside Mike Onwenu, who I think is like 6'3", 330 or something like that. Maybe more. I think he's like actually like 350. That is a really good right side of your offensive line. Drake May must be very happy about that. Higher pass block grade than run grade, so that's encouraging to see. Only allowed 2 sacks, only allowed 2 QB hits, 16 total pressures though. That's kind of I'm not gonna be a stat sheet, criticizer. I'm not gonna just look at the stat sheet and just assume a player plays a certain way just because of the numbers, but that's encouraging. I'm really excited to see what that right side of the line is going to look like. I think I will say this: if anyone is in doubt about the Morgan Moses signing, would you rather have Morgan Moses or DeMontre Jacobs? I'll leave it at that. That's going to be the difference from last season to this season, going from DeMontre Jacobs to Morgan Moses. Let's see. I never pulled up Robert Spillane. I feel like linebackers are kind of harder to truly get a gauge on based off of just like PFF scores. Oh wow, they already they already updated it. That's funny. 6'1", 229 sounds like a Mike Vrabel linebacker. He played 1,093. He was fourth out of 189 linebackers last season in snaps played. That's crazy. That tells you how much Vegas relied on him. Third in tackles for linebackers. Like I really like his signing. As you can see, his run defense grade was top 10 in the league. He's definitely going to play a factor in that. But as I mentioned earlier, he's not just a run stuffer. Like he's going to make a difference throughout the field. This is definitely going to be, his impact is going to be felt. I'll put it like that. He's a great signing. I'd really like that signing. All right. I think things are slowing down now. Yeah, things are slowing down. I might be getting off soon, to be honest. I've been on here for 2 hours. It has not felt like 2 hours. But yeah, like I said, keep leaving comments. Let's talk Patriots. Let's talk football. We could talk about the league, if anything. I'm too intertwined in what's going on throughout the league, so I need people to talk to about it. Every time I talk to people about it in my day-to-day, they never know what I'm talking about. Yeah, nothing is popping up. I will say, I'll put it like this. By what time is it? By 11:05, I'll get a 11:10. By 11:10, if there's no news that comes out, then I'll hop off. I'll get offline. But if something happens before 11:10, then I'll stay on. And defense about to be amazing. Only worry is pass rush. I wouldn't say anything. We can't guarantee anything about the run defense just because they have Christian Barmore who might not even play, and then who else? You know what I mean? So that's not too much of a guarantee. But in terms of the second level, like the linebackers, Bentley and Spillane are going to be really, really good run defenders. I will say that. And Kyle Duggar's really good at run defending too, if he can tackle this year. Joe Milton possibly being traded. I've been sitting on this tweet in my drafts for like a week now. Apparently there's discourse that not that Milton isn't they're not saying that he's like a bad teammate and he wants to start over Drake May, but he's a young guy that thinks he can start in the league. So some people inside the building are worried that, okay, I'll rephrase that. One person that used to be in the building, this was the report by the Boston Herald. One person that used to be in the building believes that it's better for them to trade him so it doesn't cause any issues in the future, or it doesn't make it like an awkward situation knowing that Joe Milton knows and thinks that he can start in the league, but he's still backing up Drake May. So they think that it's better for him to get traded. I would have to agree with that. I do think that he's at that. He just got drafted. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of in a tough situation, like getting picked so late compared to a guy that got picked number 4, and you're just assuming that I'm never going to start on this team. So I do think it would be better for them to trade him. However, I would not trade him for like a 5th. You know what I mean? I would not trade him for that much, or for that little. Sorry. Okay, so Adam Schefter is reporting on ESPN that the Patriots were extremely aggressive on Chris Godwin, and he just chose to sign with to stay with the Bucs instead. That the Patriots had a much bigger offer on the table for him, and he just decided to stay with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and take a hometown discount. So it sounds like the Patriots were the leading deal. I guess you could say the biggest deal on the table for him, and he just decided not to come here. So what are you going to do about that? You know what I mean? You cannot do anything about that at the end of the day. Let's see. QBs go 1 and 2. Travis goes 3. Is it worth? Oh, 100%. 100%. He's if Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter fall to number 4, they're Patriots. They should be Patriots. Abdul Carter's. I mean, in Mike Vrabel's defense, he's gonna play. He's too small to play like inline, but he can rush inline. That's like the impressive thing about him. But he's gonna be like an outside linebacker. I don't. A lot of questions are like about his size and whether he can be an every down player. I think he can be. I don't really see an issue with it, but he would definitely be the pick if he makes it to number 4. And then they're gonna figure out left tackle somewhere, some way, somehow. Like eventually, like probably in the second round. You know what I mean? Like an Ariante Ursary, Josh Connerly, some sort of left tackle that's could possibly fall out of the first round. Or they can trade back up into the first round. So it's definitely not out of the question for if he falls, they're going to take one of the two, Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, if they fall. Am I crazy, or are these just not updating anymore? Or is Twitter down? Let's see. I can see the draft going Carter at 1, Cam Ward at 2, Sanders at 3, and Hunter at 4. I mean, yeah, that's like that. Any combination of those 4 players is realistic, but Sanders is the one player that a lot of people have falling out of the top 4. Some people, like recent mock drafts, have had him going in the mid 20s. So if I were you guys, and if you want the Patriots to get Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, then you should be posting every single day, talking to your friends every single day about how good Shedeur Sanders is, because that's the only way the Patriots are going to get Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. If the Browns or Giants or Titans also, like whichever 3 of those teams, if they take or if they fall in love with Shedeur Sanders, then that's exactly what the Patriots need. All right, it's 11:04. I gave it until 11:10. We'll give it 6 minutes. If no news drops, then I'll get off. Oh wow, okay. The Panthers just signed safety Trayvon Merrick from the Raiders. So I was thinking of him as an option for the Patriots just because he played with Josh McDaniels, but I think I saw a lot of reports that said that he moved more in line or more in the box rather than as a free safety, and he started excelling there. So the Patriots don't need in the box safeties. That's interesting. I mean, if they're signing him, I mean, the Panthers have money to spend, but if they're signing him, then I don't want to make any, assumptions, but I wonder if that says anything about their negotiations with Milton Williams. I really like the Robert Spillane signing. That one's the one that I'm really excited about. If you're the Patriots, you target Josh Sweat. How much would you value him? I would target him just because we need pass rush, but like I said earlier, like a lot of the discourse around him has been that his knee is too unstable. A lot of teams are scared about how unstable and how unhealthy his knee is. Obviously, he's been able to perform in the NFL with like the issue, but that's like a lot of the holdup. So I would still pay him if it was like a 2-year deal. I don't think he wants a 2-year deal, but if it was like a 2-year deal, I would pay him. And it would probably be around like the $18 to $22 million range. But maybe that's even too much. I wouldn't be surprised if he signs for less on the open market. He's looking at different options. Yeah, he is. I mean, that's what the reports have been, that he's still in negotiations with other teams, that the Vikings, and I'm missing one team, the Panthers, Vikings, and one other team. I can't remember which one. But yeah, there's 3 teams in particular that he's still talking to. None of the reports have mentioned the Patriots. So I'm just assuming that he's no longer an option for the Patriots. So I mean, yeah, he hasn't officially signed, but I'm just assuming that the Patriots are not in his. He does not have his mindset on coming to New England. He does not want to come to New England at all. Just based off reports. I feel like these reports from Milton Williams in particular are to scare other teams and pressure them into paying him more. All right, I'll give it 3 more minutes. Technically 2.5. But once it hits 11:10, and if there's no Patriots news, then yeah, I'll hop off. This was fun though. I mean, I know it wasn't the way we all wanted it to start. You know, the Chris Godwin news, Milton Williams probably not coming here, but I still think they made some good moves. For what you do? No, you take Carter. You figure it out. That's literally what you can never have too many good pass rushers. That's like a big thing that a lot of execs and reporters and analysts like they preach that you can never have too many pass rushers. Like look at the Eagles. They took Nolan Smith in the first round, even though they had Josh Sweat and who did they have? Hassan Reddick. They still took Nolan Smith. Like it's you just take them and you figure it out. That's all it is. All right. Yeah, I don't think anything else is gonna happen while I'm still online. I wish I could stay online all day. That'd be fun. But one, I have to eat. Two, I have class, so can't stay on for too long. But I hope you guys like the new layout. Trying to do something different. I think I could do. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, I hope you guys like the new layout. Trying something else out. Oh, whoa! Hold on. We got Milton Williams. Whoa! What just happened? 26 million per year. Wow. 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 That's actually insane. 26 million a year. Whoa. Wow. Well, I'm actually in shock. 26 is crazy. That is insane. We got Milton Williams. What did I told you guys, everyone that was in here when I was talking about them putting out the report that he was signing with the Panthers. I said it. They were probably putting pressure on the Patriots. 100% they were putting pressure on the Patriots. They were 1000% putting pressure on the Patriots to pay him more. That's one. I guarantee that's what happened. I guarantee you that is what happened. That is 1000% that that is something that I'll die on that hill. I genuinely believe that that's what happened. Wow, we got Milton Williams. 26 million a year. I'm not going to focus on the amount. We have money to spend. Wow, the Patriots were not they were not mentioned in any. I was literally about to get off in a minute. That's insane. Okay, I need to process this. I'm actually so happy. I'm so happy. Wow. Okay, 26. Oh my gosh, 26 million a year for Milton Williams is actually insane. But they got him. The Patriots actually made a move. They paid someone. They finally paid someone. Look how pretty that looks on the ticker. Patriots signed defensive tackle Milton Williams. That looks amazing. Oh my gosh, we got him. We got Milton Williams. Yeah, I was gonna get off, but it looks like I'm not. 26 million a year is insane. The run defense looks a lot better now. Wow. That they're making I'm saying it once again. For those of you that were in here, I said it. That Panthers leak was like that was on purpose. That was 1000% on purpose. Diana Rossini got told by someone, "Hey, put this out that he's signing with us. That he's signing with the Panthers." That is crazy. Yep. I'm going to keep repeating myself. They pressured the Patriots to pay him more. They told the Patriots, like, oh my gosh, they told the Patriots through reports that, hey, we're going to sign with this team if you don't pay him more. That's crazy. Here, actually, let me add to the ticker. Let me add Harold Landry. Because that's technically their free agency class right now. Wow. So how do you guys feel? I'm happy. I'm so happy. That is a great, great signing. Wow. Okay. So. Oh, hold on. Let me fix the ticker. Sorry, everything's happening really fast right now. Yeah, everything's happening so fast right now. I was literally about to get off. I mean, maybe the Patriots were watching. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want me to get offline. That makes Milton Williams the third highest paid defensive lineman in the entire NFL. Third highest paid D lineman in the NFL is now on the Patriots. Obviously, that doesn't mean that he's going to produce. I'm not trying to be negative, but you cannot be saying that they're not trying hard and not spending money. They are doing whatever they can. They really are. So, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Wow. I was about to get off. Okay, so let's talk Milton Williams then. Their defensive line is still a bit shaky just because of the uncertainty with Barmore. But I will say this. Now that Barmore is getting paid less, I'm pretty sure he's making like 18 million a year. And if he comes back and plays at an elite level, then you have a scary defense that's not that expensive. And if people want to complain about how much they're playing Milton Williams later down the road, like let's say Christian Barmore is performing better than Milton Williams, just tell them, hey, switch the contracts in your mind. Just think of it like that. Think of them paying Christian Barmore the amount that they're paying Milton Williams, and you know what I mean. Like, tell them to get over it. That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, so let's see. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that's Elliot Wolf or Mike Vrabel? I gotta give credit to Elliott Wolf, to be honest. I think that I definitely think that last season freaked him out. I definitely think that he's like he knows that this season he has to really pony up and pay guys. I don't think that we're done. I think there's still well actually that's a good point. We still have left tackle. That's still something that we could that there could be a signing. Left tackle is definitely still a possibility. Here, let me share my screen. One sec. Okay. Yeah, that I agree. That 5-man front, especially if they get a stud in the draft. If they get a stud in the draft, that's a scary defense. Mike Vrabel did say they're going to build through the trenches, so I'm pretty sure you guys could see my screen, right? Okay, so as I was saying, Javon Holland, still a free agent. I'm not too confident in the fact that the Patriots will be in on him, but would I hate it? No, obviously not. We're going to ignore this guy. Amari Cooper, according to the Boston Herald, he's not going to be on their radar. They don't need a quarterback. Josh Sweat is still unsigned. According to reports, Boston Herald, they said that he's not going to be on their radar either. I'd be surprised if something changed, to be honest. I agree. Both of them deserve credit. They are paying guys. That's what they're doing. $26 million a year for a guy at the top of the free agency market, just because you have the money to spend, is not a crazy thing to say. Stephon Diggs, Boston Herald said he's not going to be on their radar. Hassan Reddick hasn't been mentioned by them. Or actually, he just signed with the Bucs. My bad. Charvarius Ward, like I said, I would have liked him. He was heavily linked to the Patriots as a potential target, but they got Carlton Davis, Rasul Douglas, same thing, same story. Cameron Bynum would be interesting, but I think he's going to make the same or around the same as Javon Holland. I don't think they really need to pay a young safety that much. Milton Williams, your newest Patriot, Milton Williams. This is an exciting pickup because this guy is very good. I'm confident that he can perform well despite not being surrounded by the other defensive linemen from Philly. I'm very confident he can still perform well. Let's see. Byron Murphy, same thing. We already signed a corner. Malcolm Kuntz. Okay, I actually forgot that he was still available. Malcolm Kuntz would be like for not even day one, like just free agency in general. That would be the cherry on top for me personally, because he should be someone that if he didn't get hurt last year, he missed the whole year due to a knee injury. If he did not get hurt last year, he was in line for a big payday because a lot of people really like him and he was starting to break out in his third year. So he's definitely someone that you need to keep in mind. And he's been mentioned in like discussions around the league for the Patriots. So, signing Davis related to the interest in Hunter at 4. I mentioned this earlier. That makes me feel so much more comfortable taking Travis Hunter now that they have one of his possible positions filled. Like, you're not drafting him wondering, is he going to play wide receiver 1 or CB2? Now it's, if you draft Travis Hunter, he's your wide receiver 1 and he's your nickel or like safety or something in certain packages on third downs. Like, it gives them so much more clarity over what spot he's going to play on the defense or on the team in general if they draft him. So I really, really like that they signed Carlton Davis, because if Travis Hunter falls to 4, they know where they're going to put him now. That's like the best way I could put it. So I really like that. Yeah, I saw Larry Ogunjobi got released. I don't think he's an option for the Patriots. Big drop off after Carter to say adjust. I would say yes. I would say Abdul Carter, and I know you didn't mention Travis Hunter, but like Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter are the two blue chips of the draft class for sure. Like everyone agrees with that. But in terms of pass rush, this is a very deep pass rush class. Um, However, I do think there's a big drop off from Carter to a Jack Sawyer. I know you said like as an example, but Jack Sawyer and Abdul Carter are not in the same realm whatsoever. Someone like, what's a good example? Like I mean, I love Shamar Stewart. Um, but someone like him, I feel like it's less of a drop off. There's still a drop off, but it's not as drastic. So the one thing I will say though, like I said earlier, this draft class is stacked with just edge rushers, defensive linemen. Okay, the Seahawks just signed Sam Darnold to a big 3-year contract. So wow. It's a big contract for Sam Darnold. Okay. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to Twitter much. I haven't been seeing like the reactions to everything. Yeah, I would say the Patriots just need to focus on left tackle, wide receiver, and they still need other defensive tackles as well. I will say the Seahawks signing does kind of play a role. It does kind of affect the Patriots a little bit just because now there's like not another QB needy team in the draft. But I don't know. It might have some sort of effect on QB needy teams. With our signings, we say as far as Hunter and Carter off the board, I think they aim for offense. Yeah, I mean, Mark Daniels just put out as soon as as soon as some of the left tackles got signed, Mark Daniels put out that the Patriots, don't be surprised if the Patriots take Will Campbell at number 4, and that he has a lot of fans within the building. I think that's the team. Someone in the team's telling him to say that and put that out there because they struck out on the left tackles. So that's like their way of saying like, hey, we're comfortable taking Will Campbell, so don't worry. But yeah, so from what the way that sounds is that if they don't sign like a Jedrick Wills or a who else is on the market still? Who was the other one? Cam Robinson. Then they're just gonna draft Will Campbell. That's literally what someone in the building is telling Mark Daniels to put that out. So I don't know if that's true. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're just saying that just to say it and make people feel, better that they didn't sign a left tackle, but it's definitely more of a possibility now. Much more of a possibility. I was talking about Malcolm Kuntz, Cam Robinson, as I mentioned, Drake Greenlaw. I don't want them. I mean, I didn't realize he was only 27. I would want them to get younger in the linebacker room. So maybe he's a little too old for my liking. Josh Connerly or Ariante Ursary. I'm not going to say they're better options. I think Will Campbell is the best left tackle in the draft. It's just a matter of his arm length not being a detriment to himself, to him in the league. Okay, so the Patriots signed the full contract is for 4 years. 4 years, $104 million for Milton Williams. 4 years, $104 million for Milton Williams. So he's going to be signed. Let's see. We'll go back to his. So he's 26. He's going to be signed until he's 30, making over $25 million a year. He's hopefully he's like signings like this is like you want that guy to end his career with the Patriots. So if everything goes well, he's going to be with the Patriots for the next 4 years. He should be a fan favorite, and he should be signing an extension to retire with the Patriots. That's if everything goes well. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's the case, because that is a lot of money to be paying someone that, most people don't think he should be getting paid that much. So it is risky, but what are they going to do? You know what I mean? It's the Patriots. Not to say they're desperate, but in a way they are desperate. Like they need talent. So you need to find it somewhere, whether that's through the draft are overpaying for some guys. Let's see. Carlton Davis. So according to PFF, if we were to use PFF, the Patriots have signed one. Let's see. Two. I think just two, right? Yeah. So if we're going off PFF, the Patriots signed 2 of the top 25 free agents this season, and that's also including guys that have re-signed or been franchise tagged. But that's not horrible from what's available right now on the market. Like, that's not horrible at all. So you should definitely be happy with the moves they've made, in all honesty. Like I said, the only one that still bothers me is the Chris Godwin one. But that one, it's like, what are you going to do? The guy wants to stay with the team that drafted him. Let's see. Will Fries is actually someone that I've seen mentioned with the Patriots, like from people I've spoken to. But like, it's a guard. I don't know if they're going to really prioritize paying a guard, especially because they just signed Morgan Moses. They might sign a left tackle, and then you're going to pay another guard. Like, I don't know how realistic that is. Tevin Jenkins was someone that a lot of people just assumed was going to go to the Patriots. He's a left guard. He's young. He's injury prone, but he plays very well when he's on the field. Who knows? Asante Samuel Jr., I highly doubt he's going to come to the Patriots. Let's see. Kevin Zeitler's too old for them. Mike Hilton is a possible option at the nickel position, but he is pretty small for Vrabel's liking if you're going to go based off of like the previous guys that he signed, or he's had on his team. DeAndre Hopkins, James Daniels. We're kind of getting to guys that it's like, I don't really see the Patriots signing. Darius Slayton is probably the best wide receiver option for the Patriots in particular. That's someone that I wouldn't be surprised if they signed. Levi Onwuzurike. If they sign Levi Onwuzurike, that's a very, very good defensive like haul for free agency. If you have Onwuzurike, Milton Williams, Harold Landry, you have Robert Spillane at the second level, you have Christian Barmore hopefully coming back healthy. That's a very, very good just front line for the Patriots. That would be really exciting. Yeah, that Sam Darnold contract is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, the Seahawks are I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. They gutted their wide receiver room, and then they traded their starting quarterback, and now they're signing a journeyman quarterback to a massive deal after he performed for one season. So I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, Mekhi Becton, I think he's going to go back to the Eagles. I don't really see him as an option for the Patriots. Dayo Oding. Oh my gosh, I used to be able to say this. I'm not going to say it. Dayo. He could be an option for the Patriots as well. He can play on the edge. He can play inline. He's young too, but I do think he's going to get a big contract. So I don't know how likely it is for the Patriots to sign him, because you guys got to also consider that, like, yes, they have the money to spend, but it's about like allocating those resources and spreading it out. I don't see them just throwing a bunch of money. Like, I don't see them throwing $100 million into like the defensive line, for example. Milton Williams is officially the highest paid player in New England Patriots franchise history. That's crazy. That's actually wild. I'm just going to go through these last couple to see. Chase Young is also an example, or a good potential prospect for them. I know when he was a free agent 2 years ago or last year, 2 years ago, Bill Belichick was actually really interested in him. I thought he was going to sign with the Patriots, but then they fired Bill. And, you know, I didn't know if it was Elliott Wolf or if it was Bill that had the interest. I would assume it was Bill Belichick. Justin Reed, he's more of like a strong safety. Azeez Ojulari would be kind of cool as a good young pass rush option, but he's probably going to go to a team that's going to give him a better opportunity in a way. Wow, Darius Slay just signed with the Steelers. Okay. when he got released by the Lions, before he got released by the Eagles, he said he would only play with the Eagles or the Lions for his final year of his career, but I guess not. Guys just talk and then they go wherever they get paid the most. Morgan Moses went to the Patriots. Really like that. Patrick McCarry is still out there. That would be someone that I wouldn't mind them paying. I know I said like not paying a left guard like a lot of money, but him in particular, I think he would be a good signing just because he has 5 position versatility, and you stick him at left guard, but then whatever happens, you move him somewhere else, and you have like a Layden Robinson fill in at left guard. Like you just kind of have like a backup option if any injuries occur with Patrick McCarry. Let's see, Jamin Sherwood they were really interested in. Gilly, he's just too old. I think they just paid Carlton Davis. I would love him back though, but I didn't know Justin Simmons was a free agent. Jedrick Wills, I keep mentioning him, but has a history with Vrabel having coached the Browns last season, or being like he was a consultant, but he worked a lot with the offensive line. He built a really good relationship with DeJuan Jones, but I haven't heard anything about him building a relationship with Jedrick Wills. So I don't know what he thinks about him. Maybe that's an option. As a young tackle, former first round pick, came into the league. He got drafted as a left tackle, even though he was a right tackle. We'll see what happens with him. But a lot of his issues have been from injuries and from him not caring enough and not putting a lot of effort. So I've had Browns fans tell me that he's like the equivalent of like Trent Brown. That's like the best way I could put it. Matthew Judon, I don't think he's going to come back. I don't think he wants to, but that is genuinely an option for them to bring Judon back. Aaron Banks, I could see, but once again, a guard, not really much position versatility like a Patrick McCarry. Jonathan Jones, I would love to have him back just as a vet in the locker room. And he has versatility to play in the safety, like as a safety or as a nickel on the boundary. I know a lot of people aren't happy with how he played last year, myself included, but just locker room presence alone, he's very important for them. So I would love to have him back, but he's going to test the market, he said, and he's going to keep the door open in case he wants to return. But we'll see. We'll see what teams pay him or if he's going to even have a market. I'm just going to go down one more page and then I'll stop. But Deontay Johnson, I'm good. Jeremy Chin, no, he's an in the box safety. Ryan Kelly, he's pretty old. I don't know how they would feel about literally like going from an older center in David Andrews to an older center in Ryan Kelly. So I don't see that. I mentioned Tershawn Wharton earlier. He's another guy that I would definitely be happy if they signed him. Reinforce that defensive line. That would be a great free agency class if he joined it. Just reinforce, build through the trenches, and then focus on the offensive side of the trenches in the draft, if anything. Tier Tart, he played with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee. I was really high on him coming to the Patriots, but one of the Titans beat writers actually told me yesterday or they just replied in my tweets that they were saying that Mike Vrabel actually like had like a big falling out with him, that they just didn't end off well, and they don't see a world where he's going to sign with Vrabel again. Jameis Winston as a backup QB, I don't think there's anyone more entertaining in the league than that, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. I really wanted Jarrett Stidham or who's the other one? Jimmy Garoppolo to come back to the Patriots just because of their familiarity with Josh McDaniels and being able to teach Drake May, but they both re-signed with their teams. Nate Hobbs is one that I would actually really look out for. He has that familiarity with Josh McDaniels. I wouldn't be surprised if they signed him, but who knows how much he's going to ask for on the open market. Apparently he's going to have a really good market with a lot of teams interested. So he would be a perfect nickel corner for them. He's a bigger guy too. Boston Adebo signed. Andre Cisco, once again, another safety. I wouldn't mind it. He's young. He could probably play deep, but not necessarily like a really, really big position of need. Robert Spillane, really happy with that signing. Nick Chubb. They don't really need a running back, at least not an older one. Dotson re-signed. Julian Blackman, I didn't know was a free agent, but he's more in the box. Let's see. Brandon Stevens, corner. I don't think they're gonna pay another corner. Josh Uche, bring him back. I doubt it. Derek Barnett signed. DJ Jones signed. Eric Kendricks is just older now. Mike Williams is just an older guy. Yeah, that's it. So the Patriots have made moves, and I do believe they're going to continue to make those moves. It's just a matter of them actually, signing the guys and having the guys agree. Oh, wait. I actually just got a text about some news. Hold on. I'm not gonna release it yet. I'm just gonna put this tweet out and then I'll head out. Yeah, but I just got some news. Not good or bad news for the Patriots, just Patriots related news. I'm gonna post it soon though. Peter Schrager from NFL Network is saying that Milton Williams had a lot of options, but he chose the Patriots over them. He's making it seem like, he trusts in the Patriots, but I think it's more so of like they just paid him the most money. Let's see. I'm not getting anything. I'm waiting. I don't want to put it out before the person that texted me, but it has to do with a kicker. I'll say that. The Bucks signed Samaje Perine to a 3-year, $22 million deal. That, okay. I don't know why they would sign him to that much. Okay. I don't know. It's not my team. Hold on, let me just. With the money we have spent, is a trade for Ayuk more or less like? I mean, they still have money to spend. Oh wow, hold on, sorry. The Jets are signing Justin Fields. Okay. The Jets have signed Justin Fields. Justin Fields is in the AFC East now. Wow. All right. That makes me feel good as a Patriots fan because I don't think Justin Fields is good. Love that for the Patriots. I think they're going to wreak havoc whenever they play the Jets. That's really nice to hear. All right. Well, I'll put it out there. For those of you in here, you'll hear it first. But Joey Sly is not returning to the Patriots. He was a free agent, but he's not going to return to the Patriots for sure. I know that's not like breaking news or anything, but that's what I just got told. I guess I'll just wait until I get further confirmation on it. But besides that, before I go, I just wanted to answer this one. With the money we have spent, is a trade for Ayuk more or less like they still have money to spend. I do think that as of right, I once again, from what I had heard, the 49ers were asking for too much in return for Ayuk. The Patriots were like in contact with them. They just asked for too much. And it's rightfully so. Like he's coming off of a major knee injury. He's getting paid a lot of money. Like, why would a team trade for him? Like, why would a team trade like a 2nd-round pick for him? You know what I mean? I think if they lower their price and if they ask for like a 5th rounder, for example, I think the Patriots would 100% do it. But the Patriots, they seem to value their draft picks a lot for some reason. So there's no guarantee, obviously, but I do think that the likelihood of an Ayuk trade hasn't really changed. They still have a lot of money to spend. I wish I knew like the exact. I wish I knew the exact amount that they had, but Cameron Bynum just signed with the Colts. So whatever contract Cameron Bynum gets with the Colts is probably going to determine the market for Javon Holland. So for those of you that really want Javon Holland on the Patriots, keep an eye on that Cameron Bynum contract. and that'll tell you whether or not the Patriots are probably going to be in on it. If it's above 15 million, then I'd say the Patriots are not going to be involved in the Javon Holland sweepstakes. But with that being said, I'm going to head out now. I was on here for almost 3 hours. It was fun. I did not think the Milton Williams thing was going to happen. That's insane. For those of you in here, I'll say it one more time. I'm confident in the fact that the Panthers and Milton Williams agreement got leaked on purpose to put pressure on teams such as the Patriots to pay him more. And it worked. And the Patriots ended up putting on their big boy pants and saying, you know what? We're going to pay you however much you want. One more question before I go. I mean, I don't really know much about him. John Parker, I know a lot of people say that he did really good with the Vikings. So some people are telling me like he can easily be our kicker. Others have been telling me that they're going to find another kicker. So, and also really quick before I go, the Cameron Bynum contract was 4 years, 60 million. So it was 15 million per year. I mean, I would assume Javon Holland wants to get paid more than that. So, I'd assume the Patriots are out on him. Anyways, with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Over 2,200 people watched, which is insane. I appreciate it. Obviously, like Andrew joined in for the first hour. I'll maybe be doing more solo episodes. It's just dependent on like how many people are messaging in the chat, how many people I can really like talk to about what's going on. I don't really just want to stare at a camera and talk for an hour, you know? So all of you that responded, that left messages, I appreciate you guys. This was a lot of fun. This is my first time ever doing a solo episode. So with that being said, Patriots signed, as you can see on the bottom ticker, Milton Williams, Carlton Davis, Robert Spillane, Morgan Moses, and then yesterday signed Harold Landry. That is their free agency class as of now. I think that's a great start. I'm really excited to see the moves they're going to make. And, we still have a lot more, like I said, a lot more news to break, a lot more stuff to happen. The Patriots are going to look a lot different than they did last year. And I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Follow me, put my post notifications on, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to be going live a lot, especially with the draft season coming up. And I know we're focused on free agency right now, but there's going to be a lot of Patriots news. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you guys.